hate A-Rod. Now he's got a broadcast job. Why?
Yeah, you know what? Something changed once he left Seattle. I liked him in Seattle. With him and Griffey and, yeah.
You know what changed? You got to know him. All right, biggest stage in the world. FanDuel's changing the game. Rico's got the cannon loaded for France. He's Team Mbappe. FanDuel Super Sub. If your player's subbed out, the bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet will continue on with the substitute. It's FanDuel.com/Michigan to get started right now. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. 21 and up, present in Michigan. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER. Let's touch table on a little bit of football. David, what do you have? Also, these bells can be heard Sunday at the 11:30 a.m. Mass at Greater Life on Tireman.
So I'm going to go through 5 teams that could surprise you. And what I mean by surprise, I mean playoff contender in year 2026. Let's start with
So just not Super Bowl, but just playoff.
just
contender.
playoff
The
contender.
New York Football Giants.
Let's start with the Atlanta Falcons.
Damn it.
The Atlanta Falcons are in the NFC South, and a losing team won the NFC South. They were actually tied for first, just didn't make it because of tiebreakers. So can
I'm
the
leaving
Atlanta
this to
Falcons,
Rico. It's his quarterback, possibly. He's been a Michael Penix truther for years. Go ahead.
It's not just Michael Penix. The Atlanta Falcons have all the ingredients, but for some reason, every year they can't get it. Like for a while, their coach would get down to the goal line and take all the receivers and tight ends out of the game. We're just going to run the ball. Then you got Bijan. Nah, we're going to throw the ball instead of running. Like, I'm going to come up with the opposite of what people want. It's like, or you just take all of the talent that you have and maximize it, similar to what the Lions do. Make teams have to stop you instead of stopping yourself. So, yes, David, I will buy that once they realize they really can be a good team.
I'm going to sell. I just think Atlanta's problems are a little more simple. I mean, Rico's right, but dude, you either have a quarterback or you don't, and they haven't. The quarterback's been the limiting factor. Penix, is he going to be upright? Tua,
But Michael, I think Atlanta's a team that, because they have talent all around, if you just can play within yourself, you could take anybody and Sam Darnold it and just win games.
Okay.
Because you didn't go out there and try to throw for 400 yards.
So are you going to support your guy Penix won last year?
Yeah, I'll give it one last.
All right. This is the year.
This is the year.
He's turned into Scott Frost. All right, go ahead.
So I'm going to stick to a similar division, just the other conference.
The New
This
York
is-
Football Giants.
This is a team that I love going into this year. It's the Tennessee Titans. They are also in the AFC South. That can also be a scramble for that division right there. Improvement on the offensive side, coaching-wise. So can they surprise teams and be a playoff contender?
I'm buying them.
Really? Oh, Robert Saleh. I forgot.
No, it wasn't
Brian
even
Dable running the offense.
Well, no, it said Brian Dable running the offense.
That's why you're buying.
Go ahead.
No, I think Ward's going to take that next step in year 2. He just didn't have much around him. He took his lumps, but he progressed near the end of the season. Yes, and they're in a division where I think that's my worst to first team is going to be the Titans.
That's what David's kind of asking us. Worst to first. But yeah, look, it's plausible. I don't know. I got to see a little more. Cam Ward, the pedigree, you were the number 1 overall pick. He showed some flashes. Maybe some professional coaching will help. And Carnell Tate, I mean, we've seen it. We've seen rookie receivers explode. Maybe that unlocks it. I'm not against it. I like this better than Atlanta. I just feel like Atlanta is severely limited because they got 2 quarterbacks in a wheelchair. So I'll buy this one.
Let's move over to the AFC
New York Football Giants.
West, and let's talk about the Las Vegas Raiders.
No.
Who, addition by subtraction, you get rid of Geno, you get rid of Pete Carroll, and you bring in Clint Kubiak and Mendoza.
No. I'm never going to pick a rookie QB. The offensive line is retooled. I don't know that it's better. Ashton Genty still has a lot to prove to live up to that stock. And I think it's going to take more than a year. I'll give them credit. They signed a lot of talent on defense. It should be markedly better, but that division is brutal. With the Chiefs, the Bolts, the Broncos, too tall a mountain to climb for me. Plus, your quarterback's a weirdo.
Mendoza?
Ned Flanders. Total weirdo.
Which one?
Mendoza.
Oh, God.
Hey,
I didn't-
diddly-do,
I didn't know
neighbor.
if you meant Cousins or Mendoza.
They're both the same person. I think Cousins is Mendoza's dad. Just move it on.
Let's move over to another team here.
The New
in
York
the
Giants.
NFC South, the New Orleans Saints.
Bye.
You believe them more than the Falcons
Yeah,
for sure.
I
yes.
do. Look, I know the quarterback is geriatric by draft pick standards, but Tyler Shuck came on. They played hard for Kellen Moore. They don't have the most talent in the world, but that division is soft. It's the opposite of what we just talked about with the AFC West. I'll buy it. I think it's interesting, and I think Kellen Moore really coached him up. I'll buy it.
He did. No. The Saints are the team of tryhards. They shouldn't be competitive. They shouldn't be in many games. They are the exact opposite of the Falcons, who I think has a surplus of talent, just don't know what to do with it. But I'm going to sell. I try hard can only take you so far, David.
And the fifth team on this list, I do not believe in because I do not believe in their quarterback.
The New York Giants.
It is the Minnesota Vikings.
This is. First of all, I want to tell you this is hurtful.
Or
maybe they just believe on
maybe
them
they already believe.
Yeah, they don't have to even debate
I think
that.
the Vikings are going to be ball breakers, but I don't think they make the playoff. Division is too tough. They're going to keep someone from making it in this division, but I don't think they themselves will make it. But they've got like 9-8, 8-9 written all over.
Bro, your division is so wide open. I know you're kind of downplaying this. I can't say that, this team is going to win the NFC East. The Giants they got a 25% chance, Mike. I can make a case for the Commanders, for the Eagles, even for the Cowboys. Everything breaks right, and this is Dallas's year.
Thought David was going to help me out. Instead, he goes Vikings.
But the Vikings, David, yes, and I hearken back to Atlanta. Ton of talent. All you got to do is go out there and not throw interceptions, punt the ball if you have to, lean on that defense, and you can go far. Now, you're in a tough division, but I think that with the defense that the Vikings play is enough to carry them into the playoffs.
So outside of the Giants, is there another team missing here? Maybe like the Bengals or the Colts?
I'm not saying the Giants are missing. It was just my feeling. I
you.
wanted something to grasp onto football-wise. I don't know. I mean, Malik Neighbors may not even play. Who knows?
Yeah,
he might be dead.
Yeah.
And the Bengals is just I'm kind of done with the Bengals. They're the Midwest version of the Chargers. Like, do something.
Chargers are going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Sure they are.
I believe in the Bolts.
Okay. You're going to bring back Bobby Ross?
They have a defense. Their offensive line's going to be healthy. Amari and Hampton will have a huge second year. And this is the year Justin Herbert gets it right.
And Herbert, I need them to finally do something. I've heard how great they
Burrow
are.
went to a Super Bowl. My fear is that Dan Marino 2.0. You go as basically a rookie, and then you never sniff it again.
Maybe he should dye his hair red and win a Super Bowl.
That's
or
interesting.
Stop wearing assless chaps to Paris Fashion Week and be more serious about your football.
That is.
Let's just end it right there, David.
Your NFL Blitz 97.1.
Be serious about your football.
Brought to you by Rapid Roofing. Michigan Athletic Director Ward Manuel joined Sam Webb earlier. WWJ's John Hewitt caught up with Michigan insider John U. Bacon on the situation as a whole. Pistons coach J.B. Bickerstaff expected to be named as a member of the Team USA coaching staff per Shams Charania. He joins OKC's Mark Daigneault and Gonzaga's Mark Few. The MLB All-Star Game tonight. If you count Justin Verlander, who's one of two Legends picks this season, the Tigers have 4 home run players in the game. Per Tony Paul, the last time that happened was 87 when Morris, Trammell, Whitaker, and Matt Noakes made it. Riley Green will bat 8th and play left field.
Holy hell, former Tiger and Yankee third baseman Matt Noakes?
Yes, Matt Noakes.
Wow.
Big time. Kevin McGonigal and Dylan Dingler will come off the bench tonight. Tigers outfielder Jahmai Jones has been traded to the Red Sox for a player to be named later per the Boston Globe. He might compete against your Yankees. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred spoke
He's
today
traded for your son
about why the league wants a salary cap. What? The gap is 400. Okay, I don't have time. At the Cornwall Health Sports Desk, I'm Jeremy Otto.
Three o'clock and before, Jeremy Otto was just unceremoniously thrown off the train tracks. You were about to say something about MLB salary cap, Rob Manfred.
Yeah, so he said, quote, the gap is 441 million. It defies human experience to ask a fan to think that the bottom end of that gap has the same opportunity to win as the top end. End quote.
441 million. Mm-hmm. How is he coming up with that number?
I have to dig into that deeper. But
I mean, the Dodgers are what, 350? I mean, Corbin, you're a Dodger guy because your whole family's California and all that jazz. You're not spending 550 mil active. The deferred money can't be used as that, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. The deferred money is just kind of like in like limbo, like another region.
But isn't that what partly what they're trying to fix is, I mean,
Well-
because if you have a bunch of deferred money, then the salary cap means nothing.
Correct.
Well, that's because here's the problem in all of this. None of these salary caps are real. I mean, look at
Right.
the NBA. Now, the NBA has done something that I think has done harm to the process, is that NBA free agency does not exist anymore. These tax aprons, this is the whole thing. If you just said to teams, there's no contract structure, but there is a hard cap. Well, what do you mean? I mean, you can't spend a penny more than X. Well, what about? No, there ain't no whataboutism. This is as much as you can spend. And then there's a floor. You can't spend less than that. But we got to stop where we're trying to create these max contracts or established maximums and minimums. If a team wants to spend half their cap on LeBron James or Ohtani, that's your prerogative. And then you won't win anything.
To be honest, I think the floor is more important to fix all the small market or even lower than small
But
market
here's your
gotta
teams.
try.
But your
Yeah.
problem with so unlike most people, like I'm not vilifying the Dodgers or the Yankees. Like the Dodgers have their own TV network. The Dodgers own their stadium. They own their parking. The Dodgers make $1 billion a year. Part of that is because they followed the Rico Lamar Beard global icon plan and got Ohtani. Ohtani is $1 billion industry on his own. But you're right, Jeremy. You can't have baseball teams spending $58 million on the low end. But if you don't cap out at the high end, it's never really going to fix anything. There are haves and have-nots, and there is a grotesque inequality. Now, listen, I'm a Yankee fan, and I know Yankee fans would be pissed if I were in New York saying this. I think there needs to be a better, more full sharing of revenue. The rev sharing isn't right in baseball. Now, in turn, because I want to keep coming back to Jeremy's point, Rico, those teams getting a better share of the revenue should have to be forced to spend it. You cannot have what's going on now where they're getting some and they're pocketing it. Mm-hmm. So my problem in all of this is the owners want a hard cap and the players union, it's a non-starter for 32 years. Until the salary cap is taken off the table, I'm not going to believe there's going to be baseball in 27.
I think they got to negotiate somewhere in between because I don't think that the Dodgers of the world are going to say, "Hey, you're not going to take away all our deferred money." But
No, I mean,
I think it'll be grandfathered in and say, okay.
but I'm
here on
talking
out.
about a true rev share where the big clubs have to pay a little bit more. This isn't some tax the rich situation. It's you got a team like the Dodgers or the Yankees making $1 billion a year, and you got the Cincinnati Reds getting paid in produce. It can't roll that way because you can ask for the floor, but all you're establishing is just going to be a salary cap for small market teams. That floor will represent their cap. And meanwhile, the big clubs are going to do whatever the hell they want to do.
No, Mike, but at least with the floor.
Sorry, Jeremy. No. Thank you. I know you're in multiple places. I get it.
I would love to discuss more further if you'd like.
No, unlike Rico, I was interested in what your update
I was
presenting.
very interested too.
Carry on.
I think that you would have to have both. But yeah, with the floor, Michael, it means that, you know what? There's no more. As soon as you lose your first game, you're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. You're just kind of out there just to make money. You have to actually try.
Yes.
And maybe that means that if you have a cap as well, that certain players, like teams can't just hoard 10 all-stars. Like they're going to have to make hard choices. And you know what? I'm going to end up going to go play for this smaller team, but because they have $40 million under the cap.
Well, here's your problem.
Spend.
Your other problem, too. Look, if you just took what the owners are putting out there, okay, and there's no world this passes. Just so people understand, they're looking for a hard cap of 245.3, and they're looking for a floor of 171.2. That would be a very NFL-centric model that would create parity. The problem you're going to have is teams like the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, the Phillies, hell, look, the Tigers are going to approach that number. Certain teams have the wherewithal and are not going to, like, that's where you're going to get dissension amongst owners. You're going to have the big market owners going to war. They're going to be grossly outnumbered, by the way. But then the floor, look, that floor of 171 is actually really good because this was even, Rico, was like a year ago. The median in baseball was the Boston Red Sox at like 165. And if you go back 2 years and the Tigers were diddling around at 100 million, I'm like, guys, can we just be at the median? Well, now it's establishing the median would be the absolute floor. I think that's a good thing. I would have no problem with a salary cap either. I wouldn't. It would preclude the Yankees from doing some of the stupid things they continue to do, like signing Carlos Rodon or taking the dead body of Giancarlo Stanton. I digress. The point is, I would sign up for that. The players are not. The players do not want to cap earnings.
But I think if if it went very NFL-like, it would bring a lot of parity and you wouldn't know which team was going to win because now, okay, you could go for broke for the next 2 years and then you're going to have to sell off pieces in order to get back down to under the cap.
Here's the other thing. Like an example, the Pirates, the Rays, the A's, and the Marlins would have to increase their spending. 4 teams would have to increase their spending by a combined $617 million. Man, where the hell's that money coming from? Stop it right now.
Right, which leads me, okay, you take the top 4 and you take the bottom 4, and that's where I think the cap floor would work for other teams. Like you said, for every Dodgers, you got the Pirates.
Yeah. Now, what I do like about what's been proposed is some of the rev share stuff that gets rid of local broadcasting revenues and rights, and it's a centralization of media rights. But I continue to say this. It's not the Dodgers' fault. They own their TV network, and they have a fervent global fan base. The Yankees have Yes. The Mets have SNY. Like the Red Sox have Nesson. Right. Like, I can't change that certain teams are better at this than you are. Right. And you're right. Like, you've got this fledgling government cheese network of Bally, and then that went out of business. And then it was like, hey, it's 11:30 the night before the season. Here's Detroit Sports Channel thing. Yeah. Like, the first couple weeks of the season, they didn't even have commercials. You're right. It was highlight packages and a pizza ad. So like
it wasn't even their pizza.
Oh. Rico made it funny.
It was actually true.
I know. Sorry. I didn't mean to like geek out, but I'm genuinely intrigued. Hold on one second. Corbin, go ahead, and then Rico.
The thing I find interesting, and this isn't me being a Dodger slappy right now, where they're at with how lucrative their deal is and basically how they are able to house their money, The MLB allowed this during the Frank McCourt era, where the team had to file for bankruptcy. I think it's
So
up
you got a
to-
divorce?
Yeah, I think it's up to, I want to say 2039. I might be wrong on that by a couple years or whatever. That's the contract or the deal in which the MLB said, Dodgers, whatever penny comes your way, you keep. You don't have to share it. That's on the MLB. It's not on the team.
No, it's not. But here's the thing: if you can combine the money, it's how Green Bay functions in the NFL. If the National Football League played the same way as the Major League Baseball, Green Bay wouldn't exist. It's this tiny little town. But so that's why I can. If you pull the money together, you'll be now the tiny little markets can't cry poverty.
You see, and I'm fine with the whole revenue sharing. I've never had an issue with that. I just find it funny that certain fans out there will point at the quote unquote big dogs and blame them. It was the league the whole time that kind of navigated this, at least for the Dodgers sense.
Oh no, I've never blamed the Dodgers for going out there and being innovative. It's like Michigan. You do it well. If you're gonna do something, do it the best way you can. Be a scumbag, be elite. Right.
Got it.
Exemplary.
David, a couple of texts, and then we will move to the topic we wanted to get to. I thought Otto had an interesting note there in the update.
Even with a cap and floor, what's going to make someone want to play in Milwaukee or Pittsburgh over LA and New York?
Money.
Thank you.
When you put a cap and a floor in there, it makes those markets viable because only certain teams will have the money. Hey, why did Jalen Duren try to drop his pants for Sacramento? Money.
Right, Tarico's point about Green Bay. Why does anybody want to play at Green Bay?
Money.
Money.
Yeah.
They made it revenue sharing so you can go get the same money in LA and Green Bay.
I would just like to see an accountability where teams that make smart choices get rewarded and teams that make stupid ones get punished. That's all I'm looking for.
I don't think you can do that.
Okay, then, David.
One more text here says, what is the daily streak at with Professor Harkin over there?
Man,
We've already hearkened.
I know, but we've lost.
I've lost count. I don't know what the streak is.
It's months. Months. It's a baked in thing. Like, I feel weird if we don't hearken once a day.
You know, I hearken back to previous shows when we said hearken.
It's perfect. We have a topic to get to, and it's a matter of annoyance and who you'd like to direct that towards. We'll get into it next. 97.1. Okay, let me take care of some business. Northville Lumber, largest Trex decking outlet in the country. And Northville is Michigan's Trex Superstore. A brand new warehouse is absolutely phenomenal. And they have everything in stock. That's always been their game. Now they just have more of it, including a full window program. If you're a contractor and you're not working with Northville, you're costing yourself money. Nobody will touch them on service, selection, or price. So all you have to do, you can stop on by, take some samples, or just get to business. Go to northvillelumber.com. That's northvillelumber.com. Oh, also, shout out the World Cup for a 3 p.m. game on a Tuesday. And it's one of the best games at a tourney. I mean, I know you're up against it a little bit as an international event, but gee whiz.
Well,
My God.
so much for trying to grow the sport in the United States. 'Cause it makes sense
I know.
because it's, I guess, prime time overseas. So all of these countries are watching it at around 8 or 9 or 10 o'clock
It's
at
a
night.
global event. The problem is, for our purposes, brother, this is what I always come back to. And I feel like this is something, and this is not even the topic we were going to do, but this is, I don't care. Whatever. Dude, slowest week of the year. And it's still sports. We're not doing like, what's your favorite up north beach or whatever I was listening to this morning. The point I'm making, what about pinconning? Okay, good for you. So the problem for growing the sport in America has been, is now, and will forever be, we do not have a domestic league that anyone cares about. Now, you could say, well, the MLS has been around now for 26 years and do. The problem is nobody watches it. They're also not on ESPN anymore. They went to this streaming thing. Here's the other problem for the MLS. In order to stay alive, from the reading I've done, and if we have some MLS-ologists they could call in, basically, their only way they can stay alive is an expansion model. Do you know how many teams there are in the MLS?
I have no idea.
No, I want you to have an idea. Think about this.
16,
A little higher.
24,
A little higher.
30,
2.
32.
There are 32 MLS teams. 32.
Okay.
Go ahead and name them. Now, listen, I'm being serious with you. That's the issue here.
There's one in Columbus, right?
No, there aren't enough good players to have 32 teams.
Correct.
But they had to do something to try to make the balance sheet look right, to try to have revenue, to try to exist. I mean, the original MLS, I think it was like 8 teams. It was like the Kansas City Wizards and the what was it, the San Jose Clash and the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars, whatever it was. Look, now you're in a space where they're trying to do basically a European thing. Our league blows. The quality's terrible. It's nothing more than a retirement home when European guys want to grift.
Right.
So you have Ibrahimovic come over. You have old Thierry Henry come over. I think this goes all the way back to when Roberto Donadoni came over.
The goalie from Cape Verde is going to be here.
He will be with David Beckham's team, FC Miami.
Here's the problem. And I didn't realize this until David brought this point up.
The problem
to me.
is soccer jerseys with a collar. France looks like a collection of little kids out here. How ridiculous is that uniform? Look at that collar.
It does. Like they go to a
It's
prep.
ridiculous.
They're like a prep school.
They do. They look like a bunch of spoiled brats.
They're Cranbrook.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
No, the problem was this.
He just kicked him in the nuts, didn't he?
At
Carry on.
no point is the MLS advertising during this.
Hold on.
The World Cup is going on.
David, he's right, you know.
Yeah, Fox airs the MLS, and not one time did
When
you
does
see
Fox
a
air
commercial.
the MLS?
They have their cup or whatever it is that they air.
Okay, that's not airing the MLS. Like if you're a fan of, what is it, St. Louis United or whatever, where do you find the games?
I'll tell you right now. So I think they changed it to where it's free in this particular season, but beforehand, it was on a paywall in Apple TV.
There you go. I knew they went stream only, which, by the way, that had to be a disaster. There's no way that worked.
It was a disaster because I have Apple TV, and when Messi came in his first game for Miami, I watched that because obviously biggest athlete to ever join the league. Mike, the amount of production glitches is you couldn't watch the full game in its totality.
Probably looked like streaming a U of D basketball.
It was awful. It was.
Was Jeremy Otto on the call when Messi came to town?
He does have a Chicago Fire shirt though. Wonder if he'll wear it this week.
No. Listen, I've seen him wear that before. But no, Rico, to answer your point, and I'm not looking to turn it into this, it's if you don't have a league that is good enough and has the financial wherewithal to have a place in the global marketplace besides old man from Europe want to play, I just don't see how it ever gets better popularity-wise.
Right. But imagine, let's just say baseball wasn't what it was.
Okay.
And the World Baseball Classic is playing. That's the time to tell people, hey,
About your sport.
you like this? We have soccer here year round. Every year, you don't have to wait 4 years.
Hold
you
on.
could actually watch it.
Hold on. I want to do that. I don't care. It's the slowest week of the year. I'm kind of. All right, hold on. Now I've been to a couple MLS games in my life. Rico, there are teams in this league I don't even know what to say. All right, hold on. How many of these, Rico? I'd be happy if you could get the city right.
Oh boy.
Hold on, let's do this with
Okay,
noted
all right,
Soccernista and Cape Verde season ticket holder Rico Lamar Beard.
All right.
I just need you to name the city. I'll fill in the blanks.
Okay. Oh, just the city. Columbus.
Yes, the Columbus Crew.
Okay.
Guy who used to work at this station in another lifetime. We're talking like 20 years ago. Left this station. Guy named TJ. Great guy. Was in promotions. He worked for the Columbus Crew. So Columbus won.
Let's go with Kansas City.
Yes, and that's an original city. I believe. Oh my God, did they fold? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Where are they? Oh my God, did Kansas City?
No, they are there. Sporting Kansas City.
They're not the Kansas City Wiz anymore?
No,
Okay, Sporting Kansas City. Much classier than the original Kansas City Wiz. All right, that's two.
Okay. Let's go Springfield.
No, stop it right now. This isn't the AHL.
Pittsburgh.
No.
Atlanta.
Yes, the United. And they play at Mercedes-Benz. Yes.
Philadelphia.
Yes. I think is it the Philly Union? Is that what they're called? Yes. That's okay. Oh, Corbin's all pumped up. Somebody knows this stupid league. Go ahead. You're missing one that's got two teams in it.
Oh, that New York, New Jersey?
You got the New York Red Bulls and then New York City FC.
Okay.
It used to be the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars back in the day.
Boston?
Yeah, it's the New England Revolution, right? Yes. That's an original, by the way.
And then the Miami team.
That's David Beckham's team, Miami FC. Now, here's your list. Atlanta, this is the Eastern Conference. This shows you how ridiculous this is. Atlanta United, Charlotte FC, Chicago Fire FC, which is kind of redundant. You're either the Chicago Fire or Chicago FC. You can't be both. Columbus Crew, DC United's an original. CF Montreal, they used to be called the Montreal Impact. I don't know what happened there. The New England Revolution's an original. Gave you the two New Yorks. Orlando City SC, the Philadelphia Union, Toronto FC. Now here's your West. You got Austin FC. Is McConaughey still involved with them?
Yeah, he's the main or one of the main owners.
They're the green and black, right? The
Correct.
logo's a tree.
Yes.
All right. Colorado Rapids, original.
Okay.
FC Dallas. It looks like the Houston Texans logo. It's actually pretty cool. Houston Dynamo. I think they're orange. The LA Galaxy is an original. Los Angeles Football Club, LAFC. Minnesota United, Nashville SC. The Portland Timbers, I think, are an original. They look like the Green Bay Packers. San Jose Earthquakes. That's an original. Seattle Sounders, Sporting KC, St. Louis City SC. And then, shamefully, I have been to a Vancouver Whitecaps game. And my God, is it dreadful.
I wasn't
Stadium's an
expecting
absolute
that
dump.
to be the place you said you've gone.
Well, I've been there,
MLS.
I've been Montreal, and I've been to New York.
So if they expand, does the Detroit FC then go into the
No. Now you're going to trigger all the hipsters. Don't do it.
So what they actually might do, and I haven't heard anything about it in about a year, I would say now, they're the USL, that's their league. They're trying to adopt, as Mike said, a European style with relegation system with the MLS. Obviously, that's a lot of logistics going to that, but that's the next step.
Yeah, this has been a thing for 15 years. You can't talk to the Detroit FC people. They get offended when you bring up MLS.
You said it was going to expand.
Well, look,
Maybe you should go hit a soccer game. Is there one in Cleveland?
no. Buddy,
Where's the
I'm just-
closest one?
Oh my God! I closed the one. Columbus. Go drive there. Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago,
Leave me
Oh,
alone.
no, Columbus.
Cincinnati.
Okay.
All right. So there's your. That might be the only time you ever hear an MLS conversation in the next 4 years,
Well, and you know what? They didn't advertise in the World
which
Cup.
does seem silly to me.
You're an idiot.
Well,
Not you,
But if you're streaming only, is the network going to take your money?
Just think, Mike listing off the teams did more than Fox did over the past month and a
Yes.
half.
Truth.
Yeah.
No, there's truth in that.
Like the world is watching soccer. Fringe soccer fan is like, oh, look at this.
But the
Hey, by the way, you can watch this every year.
But the problem is, until you can keep your best domestic players home, none of it matters.
Okay.
Balogun doesn't play here. He's going to go play for Chelsea.
Yeah, but by the time you figure out that the teams are no good, you've already paid your money.
Okay, well.
It's no, because
I tried, guys.
If you watch the World Cup and then they promote MLS, which they should, and then you go watch a game because they promoted it, you're like, what is this? That's what you would say.
David, it's crap is what it is.
At least you hooked them. Maybe you can.
You
keep
do
one
wanna
or-
hook 'em.
right? You just never know. Maybe if you advertise in 4 years from now, you won't get beat down.
Okay.
It's been 30 years.
Yeah.
And they haven't advertised yet.
No, I'm with David. The 02 World Cup. Look, 94. You know what? We're not doing this. I could give you a retrospective. We'll have 6 people listening. I'm done. Here's Rico.
Well, here's the beauty of it. By the time I get home, the World Cup game will be over, so I can't watch that in the basement, but I can watch the All-Star game down there. You know what? Side benefit, nice and cool down there on the 100-degree days. I'm just telling you, if you got the unfinished basement and you promised yourself you were going to fix it up, that's okay. Nobody has to know. Go to matrixbasements.com right now. Let that award-winning design staff come up with something just specifically for you. You can go to the Matrix Basements YouTube page and you can check out all of the basements that they have done. If you see something you like, write it down and then mention it to their designers and they will incorporate that in your plans. It is just that simple. In the basement paralysis. Get your basement done. Quit being a loser. Matrix Basements, design that pays off.
Okay. Sorry about that sidetrack there on the soccer thing. I wanted to ask a question. And I think the way I phrase this is very, very important because it takes away any real debates. This is totally subjective to you, the listener. When I ask you, which of the following people are currently annoying you the most? It's an important distinction to say annoying versus most responsible or most irresponsible. Those things become debates. Someone annoying you is subjective. We have 3 situations in this town featuring 3 high-level players that are all sagas. I'm tired of sagas. But you have the Tarek Skubal saga, and he keeps talking, and it's annoying. You have the Dylan Larkin saga, even today. Apparently, the San Jose Sharks and New Jersey Devils are interested. One problem. Larkin hasn't opened the list to those teams. It's a saga. And then there's the third saga, and I want to credit David Hull for this. Jalen Duren, remember him? Well, noted Pistons advisor and the CEO of St. Cecilia's, Dwayne Casey, regarding Jalen Duren on whatever Sirius XM NBA radio is, and it's 11 listeners. Quote, he's ours. We're happy to have him. I know Trajan's excited. JB loves him. He's ours. And hopefully we get things worked out. Close quote. This guy hates you, Dwayne. He isn't signed. He hates you. He tried to go to Sacramento. I wouldn't be surprised if he went out there offering to turn tricks to get an offer sheet. Put on that special cologne for tonight. So look.
He's trying to get paid.
But my point is, all 3 of these are sagas. Which one of these 3 local sagas players is annoying you the most?
I think the one that's annoying me the most, if I had to power rank them,
that's what I'm asking you
is
to do.
Skubal.
Skubal's one.
Skubal is annoying me the most because the team wants you here. Now, I don't know for what price, but you have a spot here on the team. You keep saying how much you want to be here, but you won't sign anything. You could end this drama just like that, and it's over. And we'll know, okay, or you could just come out and say, guys, this is going to be our last dance together, but you probably need to get rid of me before the year is over. And just be honest with the people. Duren is just out there with a 10 cup in his hand, just saying, please, somebody put $40 million in there. He might as well get a GoFundMe page. Give me $40 million, please, because I'm worth that. Actually, you're not.
You got a cup filled with milk?
Right. And then, yeah. And
Larkin's the least for you, huh?
Because Larkin, he is, Mike, because he put in the time on bad teams. And now he just wants out. And you know what? Maybe I have a soft spot in my heart because he actually called out management and said, I don't think you guys are doing enough. And I can respect that. He's saying, look, I wanted to be here. I want this team to get better, but I don't think this team's going to get better, so I'm leaving. And I want to go to one of these teams. Skubal, you can end this right here, right now. You don't have to do any more, well, you know, I really want to be here, sign. But here's a pen. There you go. Here's the paper. Sign it right now.
Hey, look, and maybe your annoyance level is a little higher because it's 105 degrees outside, but look, which one of the 3 is annoying you the most? I look, for me, it's Skubal, followed by Duren. The Larkin thing doesn't annoy me because I'm more annoyed with Steve Yzerman. That doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just, again, this is all subjective. I mean, Duren, it's actually just pathetic. Like I'm starting to kind of view him like one of the homeless dogs in the Sarah McLachlan Save the Animals commercial. Like, Jalen, you're living in an oil drum. You've got to just sign the deal that's being offered here. Mm-hmm. The Skubal one is number 1 because he keeps talking. I don't hear from Larkin. I don't hear from Duren. But Skubal, Between Skubal and Boris, I got to be honest. That is number one for me.
And it's the most fixable one. And that's just it's like, okay, guys,
Well,
instead
if
of doing
Scott Harris would do his job and trade him, sure. Hey, by the way, you know what's interesting? Tarek Skubal has pitched 19 games this year. Do you know Tiger's record? Skubal starts
it's not good this year.
8-11. Framber Valdez has pitched 19 games. You know what the record is with Valdez on the mound?
I don't.
8-11. 76 million. What is it? $73 million in pitcher. You're 16-22 with those guys on the mound. Tell me you're a good team again.
It's called optionality.
No, but it's also, look, they're going to play some garbage cans out of the All-Star break, and I'm not going to let it alter my perspective. I want to trade the guy. But, David, which one's bothering you the most?
Jalen Duren's bothering me the most because where are you going, dude? There's no other options for you. Sign your contract and let's go play basketball this fall. That's it, man. Where are you going?
He's the guy at the club. No. I'm gonna get her. No, you're not, but we'll be right here waiting for you. Go shoot your shot, son.
Right. The other individuals, at least to me, they do have other options. Skubal can say, all right, you know what? Trade me. Right? And then he can get traded. I am annoyed by him because he's saying the opposite.
All three of these are annoying.
Yes.
If I ask you which annoyance rises to the top.
It's Duren, then Skubal, then Larkin for me.
See, the Larkin one's interesting because to me, while I understand you could make the case Larkin should be number one, on a personal level, I can't because I'm more annoyed and blame Yzerman more. But I'll be interested. I mean, I'm sure there are people who have Larkin number one, and I'm not mad at them for it. You could make that case. He hasn't given the team enough teams to trade him to. Maybe you think he's a coward. It's original six. You're the captain. You can't ask out. I'm not here to tell you how to view your hockey.
See, for me, Larkin, you put in your time and you did what you could.
Been here for a decade.
Right. So therefore, it's not like, oh, it was one bad year and you want out. You put in the work. If anybody deserves to just say enough, I don't want to waste my career here, not seeing the playoffs my very first year, and that's it. It's him. Go ahead.
Corbin, go ahead. Number one.
Number one is without a doubt Skubal. It's been, a 3-year, ever since the 2024 season. Are we going to trade him at the deadline? It's just been very annoying. Number two is Larkin for me, but more so because of the byproduct of it, that is Steve Yzerman. And then number three is Duren because he will be back as a Piston. I just think how he's handled things is incredibly, a little bit of incompetent.
Maybe it was a bad one, guys. Maybe everyone would say Skubal. Maybe I didn't do a good job here. But I just thought it was interesting when you phrased it that way and you're like, all right, which one's really grinding your gears the most? Skubal one's number one. I'm dealing with the agent, the player. I just want it to end.
See, I can't get annoyed with Duren. It's almost laughable. Like,
you feel bad for him?
Like, man, you're delusional. Good luck. Sure. Shoot for the moon, son. Go for it. We'll be here.
248-539-9797. We'll get with you guys next. 97.1. Biggest stage in the world. FanDuel's changing the game. Sometimes your player gets subbed out, and with that, your bet gets subbed out too. FanDuel Super Sub, though, if the player gets subbed out, the bet stays in. So your anytime goal scorer bets get a little bit better of a shot. It's FanDuel.com/Michigan to get started. Let there be goals this summer. 21 and up, present Michigan. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, David, quick on the text, and then we'll go to the phones. Just a basic. There was weird news with all three of these in the last 24 hours. Skubal plus Nightingale, nonsense. You had Dwayne Casey on Duran, and then this Dylan Larkin report today that teams are calling and teams are interested, but he's not adding them to the list. And I understand there's already a sect of people who view him as public enemy number one. So I just said, you know what, put all three together. Which one of these goofballs is bothering you the most? Rico and I, unfortunately, it's both Skubal. Yeah. It's kind of a bummer.
That's okay.
David, go ahead, buddy.
Larkin bothers me the most because, yes, Yzerman sucks, but that was unprofessional. And then say, I'll go to 3 teams? Who does he think he is? That is from Cooper.
Well, on the flip side, though, if you have a value contract, you are signed through 2030, and you are the first-line center of the Detroit Red Wings, I mean, you're the one who gave him that contract.
Ding, ding, ding.
I see both sides here.
Skubal is number one for me. Duran is losing out on $140 million, so I get it. And Larkin is all Steve's fault.
Hold on. Time out. This is a misnomer. As human beings, we do this all the time. How can you lose what you never had? He never had that money. The idea that he was ever worth $280 million is just boulder dash. He's not losing anything. He never had it. Now, if you're Terry Eason and you wanted $120 million and said no, and you ended up signing a 4-year, $80 million deal, you in fact lost $40 million. Jalen Duran didn't lose $140 million.
Skubal is number one. Duran is I read that. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Duran saga is the most annoying, and it's not even close. Who threatens to leave for Sacramento after averaging 8-8 in the playoffs?
Who sits here unsigned? I mean, what is this? The last time I saw somebody hang around unsigned this long, it was a Michigan coaching situation. I mean, what are we doing?
He's right, you know.
Thank you.
Where's my flag?
There's no flag for factual.
No. You know what? Let's go to New York. Nope, it's allowed.
The call is go to the VAR.
Right.
All right, Jeff. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Mike. How you doing? Is Rico still there today?
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah. Hey, Rico, buddy. Here's one. It's Skubal, hands down. It's Mike touched on it just a minute ago. It's been 3 years. But here's something I want to ask you about, Mike, in particular. Have you noticed about with Tarek Skubal, especially this year, isn't this kind of remind you a little bit of like when Aaron Rodgers was with the Packers and he was kind of like holding them hostage was he going to leave? Was he going to stay? All that stuff?
Sure.
Doesn't he seem kind of like overly moody? That's what I can't stand is
moody wouldn't be the word. I'd say needy. He reminds me of Aaron Rodgers, that Tarek Skubal seems very needy and has this need to be loved or wants to shape the narrative, all while he's allowing his agent to lead him around by the nose. So I would say needy, not moody.
Exactly. It's kind of like reminiscent of the Brandon Inge days, you know? And don't get me wrong, the man's talent is amazing. But this year in particular, it's like, so you get what you want. Will there be more shenanigans come 2 years from now when your arm starts falling off? Like, that's what I see coming. So
I'm not looking 2 years down the line. Jeff, I'm talking 2 weeks down the line. This thing approaches the deadline. You don't think he's going to say something again, or Boris will? It's only going to get worse. Look, and I don't share Rieger's opinion. Like, Rieger was on this weird thing last night that Scott Harris has screwed all this up. Wait a second. I wanted him dealt at the winter meetings. Now, they dovetailed at the very end of their offseason and dropped $50 million plus on pitching to go for it. Maybe 60 if I do the math. And what did we say? That was the Rico plan. You're going to go all in around Skubal and give it a rip.
Right.
I don't think it's fair to go back now like Rieger is and go, it's Harris' fault, should have traded him. It's like, no, wait a second. If you had kept him and done nothing, valid. Now, if you've been a truther that you wanted him dealt 2 years ago and you never altered, I have to listen to your point. I mean, but how many of those are actually out there?
Right. But I thought I said Scooble.
And why is Rico still there? And Mike said this. No, he didn't. Corbin did. Jeff, take a nap. Kind of rejoin us in at 5 o'clock. Get a little power nap in there.
It's like Brandon Inge.
Yeah, well, how? How? I bet you Scooble could have a better batting average than Inge. Mod on. What was that? Let's go to Ray, 97.1. Ray, how you doing, boss?
Here's why it's Screwball number one. It's because both sides have people who need to poop or get off the pot. Screwball, just sign the contract. Sky Harris, trade him. But every time Screwball talks, I just think of the smart guy on the radio who says, wah.
Wah.
That's all I think about.
Wah. You know what
Whatever he says.
I would love to see Jeff Passan go live on SportsCenter, Ray, and report the latest Scooble news. And yeah, I've got the Tigers' response. Wah.
It'd be perfect. It'd be perfect.
But
At least with Duran, both sides, or at least Duran has some hurt feelings. There's a little bit of drama back and forth. It'll take some work to figure out exactly how to sign him or where he's going to go. And then same thing with Dylan Larkin. It's a soap opera. I'm just enjoying that, so it doesn't annoy me.
okay.
With Screwball, it is annoying because there's a very clear path for either side to end it.
Yeah. And Ray, look, this is part of it's a blessing and a curse. Is you're right. Maybe topically, Scooble's going to win in a landslide. And you're right. There's a way out. You could make a case. There's a way out for Larkin too, but both sides are entrenched. The Duran one, Ray, I kind of it's like pathetic. Bro, nobody wants
Yeah, it
you. Just sign.
Right.
And that's why maybe it doesn't annoy me. But the topic is great because we get to vent about Screwball.
Love it. Wah. Well, thank you, Ray. Appreciate that.
Thanks.
I love the stuff that resonates. We'll go over to Tom, 97.1. Tommy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, Tom.
Good. I love this topic. And honestly, it made me think a lot and actually changed my opinion on who I thought was annoying me the worst.
Okay.
So I think Duran is the least because even he knows. He wants the most money, but, dude, you sucked it up in the playoffs. So you got to prove yourself before you can get that kind of money. But Larkin, I vouched for him and his play and what he did just, it pissed me off to no end. I still think it's got to be Scooble. And I think it's Scooble just because you're a liar. You're lying to all of us. You don't want to stay here. You're obviously going to go to the Dodgers for as much money as you can get. So that's what's annoying me. It is just annoying the hell out of me. I just don't believe him.
No, everything he's doing right now rings incredibly hollow. And the fact is, all he had to do, if he truly felt any sincere level of what he's talking about, is you go to your agent, you go, make me a Tiger for life. Engage in talks. I don't want to hear about the money it's going to cost me. It's got to be decent. I'm not going to sit here and get ripped off, but I want to be here. If that is how they approach the Tigers, I believe in my heart that he could be here. But that has not happened and will not happen.
And do you think that his agent is the one that's pushing him to be like, hey, tell everybody I want to be in Detroit and I want to stay here and don't trade at the deadline. We should be buying. It just seems like he's being this rah guy. And like his agent was like, you're getting some bad press.
Well, how does the Nightingale thing happen? It happens based on Boris. Now, how Scooble got quoted when his answer shouldn't have been no comment. Yeah, Boris wants to vilify the Tigers. He wants to make the Tigers look bad.
100%. And I didn't get to chime in on the streaming topic earlier.
Yeah.
I had a call. But the one thing that I hate the absolute most about the streaming, and it makes me sound super old, I got this number pad on my freaking remote control that I can't even use anymore because I used to memorize what number of channels were. And
I'm
like,
with
you.
Okay, look,
thank you.
Tom, I'll give you a great
Thank
example. I'm going to join you in the old people cruise, okay? Listen, college football, I like at noon. I line up my 9 games, and I go last channel. You can't do it with streaming. It's inappropriate.
That's okay, buddy. It's all right.
I'll take another order of jalapeno poppers. That's fine. I've become my parents. It's the commercial, Dr. Rick.
You need me to go back there and pull some teeth?
I like lining up all my games.
Nobody cares.
They don't need to know your name. All right, 248-539-9797.
Brought to you by Michigan Auto Law, the MLB All-Star Game tonight. The Tigers have 3 representatives that will play in the game. Yes, Riley Green will bat 8th and play left field. Kevin McGonigal and Dinglin Dingler will come off the bench. Justin Verlander joining Bryce Harper as a Legends pick. Toronto Blue Jays ace Dylan Cease will start on the mound versus Christopher Sanchez. Woo! First pitch at 8 p.m. on Fox. Tigers outfielder. All right, fade it out. Jahmai Jones has been traded to the Red Sox for a player to be named later. He's out of options and will be placed on Boston's roster. Commissioner Rob Manfred spoke earlier today and said, quote, I think I have an ownership group that is more united than any group in my entire time of baseball, end quote. Michigan Athletic Director Ward Manuel had an hour-long interview with Sam Webb this morning saying, quote, I think I've been fired by social media 3 times, end quote. He said his statement to Yahoo Sports yesterday was a reaction to calm things down. Manuel also said he's not seen the Jenner and Block investigation. The Wall Street Journal
He's got to call the number and press 3, #.
Dave Dombrowski on line 1. The Wall Street Journal reported today on certain aspects of the report, including specifically about Sharon Moore. Quote, 2 days before the 2024 season kickoff, Athletic Director Ward Manuel raised concerns with Moore about the coach's close relationship with his executive assistant, Paige Shiver. According to the law firm's findings, quote, I told him I don't remember if we had already discussed, but that she couldn't accompany him on trips, end quote. Spain leads France 1-0 at the Corwell Sports Desk. I'm Jeremy Otto. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
We'll get back to the phones. I know we got to touch the table here real quick. Hit the music, please. Now, this is going to be a source of some controversy.
Yes, sir.
People are going to be very upset here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think some people will, but you know what? Hey,
It's silly. Don't be mad.
it is what it is, and you just move on. But a new list of top 10 quarterbacks have come
And this
out.
is from League Executive.
ESPN surveyed league execs, coaches, and scouts to help them rank the top 10 players. This is the quarterback position.
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys want to just go ahead and start guessing?
Well,
I'll give you the quarterback.
I know who's sitting at 9 and 10, so I would
Okay.
rather not do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
me neither, because
So-
I kind of know the list.
All right, so we'll
He just
we
called
will
you
go-
stupid.
He did. We'll go in the honorable mentions first.
Yeah, please. So this would be other names that people might want to move around.
Didn't make the cut, and I was shocked. Jalen Hurts.
Shouldn't. Had a dreadful year last year, possible personality conflict issues. I don't know if his legs worked, and he looked like he forgot how to throw a football. He was dreadful.
Okay, but here's where these lists lose me. Using your rationale with Jalen Hurts,
Yes, sir.
then tell me why Sam Darnold is on this list.
He shouldn't be.
Because, right, he actually had a great year, won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was a one-off. It's fake.
Well, he had 2 years where he
Agreed.
put up a lot of
No,
numbers.
no. You can put a meaningless. Hey, look, Sam Darnold is not one of the top 12 quarterbacks in football, period. He could win a Super Bowl again this year. He's not one of the top 12 quarterbacks in football. He's a soulless ginger idiot who got lucky. That's my story.
He put up stats. He won Super Bowl.
Fine.
Isn't that what a quarterback's supposed to do?
No.
No and no.
I'm being obstinate. Yeah, hi, I'm Steve. No and no.
Jaden Daniels did not make the list.
Had a dreadful year. Should not be a top 10 QB.
Jordan Love did not make the list.
I have no problem with it. Despite Jim Costa's slanderous morning program, I am not a Jordan Love apologist. I just, unlike Jim, I don't think he should be the worst quarterback in the league. This is a pooper get off the pot a year. Jordan Love either vaults into that top 6 or 7, or I'm done believing he's any good at all. It's right here.
And I take slander for this one. Brock Purdy did not take the list.
That makes total sense.
It does not.
He's just a hillbilly tractor driver.
Does not.
Now,
Man
look,
goes out there and does it with
I compare
nobody.
Brock Purdy a lot to Love. He's got to prove it now. The Niners are going to have a team around him. This is a chance for him to get in that top 10.
Well, here's why he should be, because he didn't have a team around him last year, and they still won.
Okay, ready? Wow.
Okay.
Either that or do radio at KNBR. What do you want from me?
Everything.
No, I don't like him. His face bothers me. All right, let's get to the top 10.
Thank you for telling the truth finally.
Get to the top. Brock Purdy, look at me.
Top 10. Caleb Williams.
I'm good with it. I know people here won't be, and I'm going to take slander. Number 1 pick, all the pedigree, all the ability, freakazoid athlete, year 1 with Ben Johnson. They go to the playoffs. The Iceman thing, put that to the side, made multiple clutch throws, and outside of the pocket right now, off-platform throws, creation towards the edge.
Very Brett Favre-esque.
It's him and Mahomes as the top two guys on the edge for me right now. And Mahomes, he don't even bother. He just checks it down. I'm good with Caleb at 10.
Caleb finished as high as 6 and as low as unranked.
That's what I find interesting with the execs voting here is the wide range.
Volatility.
There. From 6 to unranked, that's giant.
Well, and
That's
guess
huge.
what? He had volatility in his play.
Very
Completion
true.
percentage needs to be better.
Very true.
And there were certain games where you could say this guy doesn't look great.
You know what? We'll go to the VAR. I'll allow it. All right. At number 9, Jared Goff. Highest rank, 5. Lowest rank was unranked.
Yeah. And honestly, barring a huge year this year, I think he'll be unranked next year. Because a guy like Caleb's probably moving up. Because Jaden Daniels will probably bounce back. Because probably one of Purdy or Darnold rise up or Hurts bounces up. I think Jared's a good quarterback you can win a Super Bowl with, but he's capped. His numbers look pretty, but look at what's around him. I mean, my God. And then you saw last year towards the end, without an elite O-line, what does it look like? You lost to Bob Brosmer. So
But yeah.
it don't matter. Not going to play here anymore. I'm fine with Jared at 9, but I think that's a tenuous spot for him.
What I find interesting with this one is his last year's ranking was also 9. So you talk about peaking.
That's what I'm saying. He's
there.
basically as good as he's going to get. There's no world he's a top 5 QB. There's more than just numbers.
And that's what it is, because his numbers would tell you maybe higher because he was topping yards and all of that stuff. But it's more than that. You're right, Mike.
I could drop a lot of quarterbacks in here, and they could put up some sick numbers. You play indoors, you've had genius OCs, and you got superstars everywhere. I'm not taking a shot at him, but let's not act like he's doing what Rat Purdy does. Sorry?
I do agree that he has peaked at this point, I think, for the rest of his career, and obviously with the Lions. Now's the moment. Obviously, their window as a team is shrunken a little bit, and I will say about Goff, too, at least in my personal opinion, he gets around like a C- on the eye test sometimes, especially in bad moments, a la that Minnesota Vikings game.
Bob Brosmer, never forget.
Well, I will make your point for the next one, Mike. At number 8 is Drake May. New to the league, and he's already leapfrogged Jared Goff, coming in as high as 5, as low as unranked. He was not ranked last year.
Throws one of the 5 best deep balls in the league. Big, prototype size, mobile, smart. Didn't have a ton of talent around him offensively. I know the schedule was easy, but there's an offset too. He was a young QB. I'm good with it at 8, and I'll be surprised if he's not in the top 5 next year. He's tremendous. He's fabulous.
At number 7, Justin Herbert, as low as 5. I mean, as high as 5, as low as unranked.
Hey, start knocking on the bathroom door. How long you been in there? Huh? Make a deposit. Look, it's show or go. Herbert and Love are the Finkel is Einhorn. It's the same thing. It's now or never. And I believe Justin Herbert will deliver.
At number 6, Dak Prescott.
No, ridiculous.
As high as 3.
Ridiculous.
As low as unranked.
Erroneous on both counts.
He was unranked last year.
I'd have him unranked again. I can't do this. I can't.
He puts up a lot of stats.
I don't. Stop with the stat thing. That's how kids talk. No, I don't want him there. Leave it to these two. I'm out on the Dak business.
I'm also out. This may be the only way Jared could have moved up on the list. You just take Dak off, put Brock Purdy at 10, and then you just slide up.
Also,
That's
god-awful soup commercials. That you got to knock them down
Does
a
he
peg.
still make those soup commercials?
Oh, they're terrible. Just terrible.
I don't mind Dak in the top 10. I just think at that point he would have to be number 10.
Like, would you take Dak over Caleb? I wouldn't.
No, not at all.
Okay, so right off the rip, we got a problem. It's faulty. I'm not taking Dak over Herbert. I'm not taking Dak over May. You want to make a case Dak over Goff? Maybe, but I still lean Goff.
Here we go.
Oh, that annoys me too. Only one that was worse was Cam.
What did Cam?
I'm not doing it. You'll turn it into a drop. Just keep it moving.
Okay. At number 5, this quarterback was ranked as high as 1, as low as unranked.
Lamar.
I give you Lamar.
Yeah, he'd be unranked in my world. I'm one of those executives. ESPN called
That's
me.
why I said that.
I have said everything I need to say about Lamar. I stand down and cede my time to the senator from San Bernardino.
Yeah, I think Lamar, what you get is what's going to be there. I think he's peaked. I don't see it. Yeah, I just,
I love that. One executive said, David, go ahead. Lamar, thoughts?
Okay.
Another NFC scout responded with, nah.
Because I just need him to do it in the playoffs, man. You can't keep failing.
Well, guess what? Hooked on phonics worked for me. Learn how to read a defense, kid.
David, let's put a pin in that response that you just said.
Nah.
Because we're going to bring that back. At number 4, Joe Burrow, as high as 1, as low as 6. He was 3 last year.
I think he's a victim of his environment. I think he's absolutely one of the 5 best QBs.
Assless chaps, too.
Well, he's got to stop with the fashion week and all the nonsense. Let's lock in and get going. But the O-line's been bad.
Very
The
pretty man.
defense has been worse. I'm fine with Burrow here. I think he's excellent. And he'll look great in a Jets uniform in 2027 when he demands a trade.
I hope he doesn't go there, but Mike, he summed it all up right there. He's just been a victim of the situation over there in Cincinnati. And did they clean the snow off the seats?
No, I mean, what a dirtbag organization. His problem, though, and I'll say this, if he gets dinged up again this year, you're going to have to drop him down the list. Availability's a skill. He's been a little bit brittle.
He gets dinged up this list. I don't see him even making the top 10.
Okay.
At number 3, he was finished as high as 1, as low as 5. He was 6 last year. Matthew Stafford.
I'd have him higher. I'd have him above Patrick Mahomes. I think he's played better football than Pat Mahomes for 2 straight seasons. Pat Mahomes turned into a check down Charlie. He's basically Joey Harrington with a big arm. I mean, Mahomes, and I understand, like the wide receiver play's not there, or you want. Matthew Stafford has been unbelievable the last 2 years.
Oh, yes.
I'd have him higher than Mahomes.
And he was at the royal wedding with Mahomes.
I don't care about that. See, you just took it somewhere I didn't care about.
Yeah, Stafford should be number 1, and that's it. We're going to get Aaron Donald. We're going to win it all.
Okay.
All right. That was unnecessary. We'll keep it going.
At number 2 is Patrick Mahomes, as high as 1, as low as 9.
Great.
He was 1 last year. And at number 1 is Josh Allen, as high as 1, as low as 4.
I'd have Stafford
He can't
1.
win in the playoffs.
Yeah, again.
And right there,
there
David,
it is.
everything that you said about Lamar.
Yep.
It's funny. Like, you could say the same about Josh Allen.
He's still crying at the podium last I checked.
Because last year was my year for him. If you can't win it right now, there's nobody in the playoffs that knocked you out. Mahomes didn't make it. Lamar
but again,
didn't make it.
Here's the problem. Just like Burgess Meredith said in the movie Rocky, women, they weaken the legs. Yeah, he was too busy making a baby and getting married and doing all those things. Yeah, look, I got a celebrity girlfriend. Hey, playoffs. He was doing too much evolving, and he just didn't have the legs.
And there was Bo Nix. Hey, woman.
No, his leg fell off. There's a difference.
Hey, woman.
That was Clubber Lang.
Right, I'm saying Bo
Mr.
Nix,
T
right.
yelling, "Go get your woman, Balboa." Could you imagine Bo Nix yelling that at Josh Allen? Tremendous list. Dak Prescott's offensive.
That's your NFL top 10 quarterbacks, 97-1.
America's favorite place to watch sports, Stadium Swim. All right, Rico, please exit the premises. Circa Resort and Casino. All the biggest games, best experience, built for fans. 6 pools, 3 levels, and a perfect view of that big screen right in the heart of Las Vegas. Stadium Swim. Book your spot today at circalasvegas.com. Before we dive deeper into this quarterback thing, because I think it's an interesting conversation. You know, they were just showing this because the World Cup is going on right now because of the infinite brilliance of sports television. 3 p.m. on a Tuesday for an unbelievable game like France and Spain. But they were showing the view of a person sitting up in like the fifth deck. And it was from behind this person. And I'm going, at that point, why are you at the game? I mean, you have to be muttering to yourself like Zoolander. What is this, a school for ants? The players are M&M sized.
Mm-hmm.
You're paying to watch the game on a Jumbotron, and the Jumbotron looks like it's in your way.
It is.
So why are you there?
To say that you were there.
See, that's the problem with society. It is.
No,
It used to be you did things so you could do them. It wasn't to do them so you could show that you did them. Why wouldn't you just enjoy the game? Because you probably paid $1,000 to be there, and you're not even getting to watch it.
Okay, here's where I'll sound old and join you.
Oh,
Mike.
good. This is great.
You're right. Because back in the day, you would go to an event, you would take one photo at the event, and with that photo came great stories. Now you go to an event, there's 1,000 videos, but nobody really saw what happened at the event because everybody just videoed it. But yes, back in the day, it was like, oh, this was all of us. You'd be like, hey, we all took a picture at the Kentucky Derby. And then you would have stories about everything that would have happened while you were on that trip. Now, everybody has their phone out.
That's why, well, see, this
But
is
you don't want to go to a concert.
No, this is a
because
deeper conversation. No, this is why people don't feel connected to life. Human beings weren't designed to live through a screen. You're supposed to live your life. This is why nothing you're doing feels real, because you're doing it and you're more concerned about showing it to other people than actually existing in what you're actually doing.
Yeah. I mean,
I know this is not appropriate. We should bicker about quarterbacks. I'm sorry. I just.
Yeah, I was about to say, you go to a restaurant and.
Hold on, I got to take a picture of my food.
No.
I always want to walk by those tables and just, like, they're eating like a pot pie, and I just want to punch the damn thing.
No,
Hey,
Mike,
take a picture of that, Spank. Eat your food.
It was
Somebody busted their ass to serve that to you. You're going to complain it's not warm anymore because your girlfriend wants to take 8 million pictures.
Literally went to, it was like a lunch that we had, like a bunch of college friends. And
Founders Club.
That wasn't the Founders Club.
Damn.
No.
All right, sorry.
And it was a birthday lunch, and her son was there, and the first thing he did was took a picture. I was like, "What are you doing?" My phone must always eat first. I was like, "Are you serious right now?" That the real statement.
Someone said that.
Yeah,
and you're friends with them.
Well, it's her son, so he's young. He's younger. He's like Corbin's
Is it
age.
your son?
Man.
I'm kidding.
Don't start with me.
I started to connect the dots. That's all.
No,
but it wasn't a founders meeting.
No, it was not a founders meeting.
All right.
So we do have a big
Congratulations,
weekend.
Rico.
We have a big weekend coming up a few weeks. So
What weekend is it?
I can't tell you, Mike, unless you want to join.
No, I don't want to join. I just wanted
It's in August.
Early August, late August.
Early August.
Really?
It's his son's birthday.
No. I was seeing if I could sync it up to what's going on at Saratoga to see if we could get the founders to bet on the Whitney or something.
Oh.
Carry on. A founders bet.
Okay.
I was just scheming.
We'll see.
All right. David, a few texts about the QB list or otherwise.
And we still have some texts coming in on who they're more annoyed with. Most annoyed by Scooble. He matters the most. I wish he and his agents weren't trying to just get attention every day. Someone else texts in and says, it's Larkin. He's the only one signed to a contract in the future. Also, his trade demands with 3 teams on the list is a joke.
Yeah, in the report today, I mean, we've brought it up. Like San Jose has the pieces it would take. Maybe New Jersey. Those teams have reached out, according to reports today, but they're not on the list. And Larkin has shown no willingness. Now, here's the other problem. I could always say to you, yeah, those teams are calling, and Yzerman's making some drunken fantasy football offer. I'd like Christian McCaffrey. What's your offer? Cam Scatterbo's ankle. Like, that's not the same.
How about Malik Neighbors?
Right, exactly. Knee cartilage sold separately. So
Terry Arnold?
just move along. David, go ahead.
How does Goff get knocked for having so many weapons when Stafford has the same amount of weapons?
He does not. He does not. I'm sorry. That's not the same. You have Puka Nacua. He has Amon-Ra. Okay. The number 2 for the Rams is a guy who does more with Taco Bell commercials than he does on the field. You have J-Mo. Who's the number 3 in L.A.? Think fast. You can't name him. All right? He has a bunch of tight ends because none of them are good alone. You have Sam Laporta. Does he have a Penei Sewell? Did he have a Ragnow? Did he have the best O-line in the league at any point in the league? You have Jahmyr Gibbs, who you drink his bathwater. He has Kyron Williams, and Kyron's a nice player.
And he had David Montgomery.
Right, but no one's trading Gibbs for Kyron. Dude, no quarterback who functions at a high level has nothing. But Jared is living in the Taj Mahal of weaponry. Come on.
Don't tell that to people, Mike, because they get very offended. Because
Why?
He's got Puka Nacua, and as you said, like, and who else? But you always knock Goff because he's got all these pieces.
Not
because
knocking him.
No, but it's like because he does. You take away those pieces, and I don't think he's the same quarterback.
Here's my question. If Stafford were on this team right now with all these offensive pieces, how many Super Bowls do they have?
2.
Agreed.
And again, the shame is we didn't Stafford wasn't the quarterback he is now. Let's be fair. He's gotten very cerebral. I've never questioned his toughness. But the Lions didn't do their end of the bargain either. No, if I had Stafford on this team in 23, they win the Super Bowl. If I had Stafford on this team in 24, they sure as hell don't lose to the Commanders. They're just not the same player, dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know we had him, but he wasn't that guy yet either. And he went to a situation where they delivered on what you didn't. Right. But what you've become, oh, yeah, of course if I had Stafford now, they'd have a Super Bowl.
Well, and then I look at Goff, and who's that guy that he turned into a household name? Like, he has to have all the pieces in front of him. What you're going to say, Tom Kennedy?
No, I mean, Amon-Ra wasn't some known commodity. I could say that.
But I guess, Mike, Amon-Ra was good, but I'm talking about somebody that was just almost like a nobody, and it's just like, oh, okay.
I offer you Khalif Raymond. Frank Zylstra?
Pete, but sure.
I don't care. David, go ahead.
Text here regarding the food pictures. Can't stand the food picture people, especially the people who order the mac and cheese and take a picture like it's some great meal. Tim and Warren.
My God.
Another person says, I only take a picture of my food when I'm at the Founders Club. That is from Richard.
I'm fascinated by these Founders Club events. Absolutely fascinated. Do you know there's a merch store?
Didn't know that.
You showed me. Yeah. There's a merchandise store, David. We could all technically be founders.
Well, you remember David? Was it your uncle? I mean, or cousin or somebody who had the shirt on? Mike, you mean you can wear it? I could, Mike, but I'm not.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Yes. Like, we get to get you one of those. You don't have to.
Someone else texted
back in my younger days, maybe.
It was pretty electric.
Roy in Clarkston texts in and says, preach, Mike and Rico. Nobody does anything to just do it anymore. I miss the early 90s before Wi-Fi.
No, you're nailing it.
Yeah.
Look, that's the other misnomer. There is no time where everything was perfect, right? Every generation, every decade had different problems. And while life has gotten better in some regards, it's not universal. It's gotten much worse in many. And part of it, like, yes, I was a child of like the late 80s and the 90s. I liked that if people didn't have your home phone, they couldn't get a hold of you. I liked that when my dad came home from work, there wasn't a work email or a work call. And you did things to do them. You didn't have this traveling influencer in your pocket. People are not designed to be available 24/7, nor are you designed to live your life where you've been trained like a chimpanzee that you have to share it with everybody. Like, Rico knows me really well. He knows when I get back from a trip or a vacation or doing something, he's like, hey, how did things go? I can talk to Rico. And I go, here, you want to see something? Here you go, buddy. But like, that's a different thing. We're having a conversation. Right. My life is not like this thing that's out there. And like, then, it's just me living.
And think about this.
Who cares?
Now, I mean, I'll probably get a lot of people saying, "Oh, you can't say that."
A lot of hate.
You had real bullies back in the day, where it was somebody that you actually had to. Either you fought them, you learned how to run fast, or you got real funny. You had 3 choices. Now you're getting bullied by people you have no idea who they are.
I feel for
Where
kids.
they don't live, they can live 500 miles from you.
That's why kids are so messed
And
up
it's
now,
like,
man.
well, I say, turn off your phone. I can't do that. Give it here. Watch
Well,
this.
look at for kids now. You know, to bully at school, you used to just go home. Now the bully's got 24/7 access because these kids are on their damn phones and their pads and all around. And then even if they're not on those things, those bullies can do whatever they want in the interwebs.
Yeah.
I mean, they could screw around. I mean, that's where we've lost the plot. And I feel for parents. I feel for kids. It's a total mess.
But bro, I like
so
it.
Goff at 9. How did we get here?
Right.
What happened? Let's talk about Josh Allen and weak legs.
Where'd you meet Will Smith?
Over the weekend. All right, we will refocus. I'm sorry. By the way, France might be effed. 248-539. You hate to see it. What? Rico, you okay over there?
Oh, I thought you were about to read something. No, I was.
No.
Oh, he's back. He's in the game.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, your mic's off.
Mbappe's in the game.
Yeah, well, is he? Because they're getting destroyed. All right, 97-1. All right, so I want to have this conversation briefly.
So golf at 9.
Yeah, so golf at 9. We're back. We've cured society's ills. Listen, I think we've done a very entertaining show. It's not like we're out here saying, what's your favorite up north thing? I mean, I heard that for 2 hours this morning. Listen to me. Do you or do you not have a problem with Goff's ranking? According to ESPN, who spoke to all NFL executives and scouts and player personnel people. This isn't a fan rank. This isn't Pete Prisco in his underwear. This is from NFL front offices. Goff came in at 9. Caleb came in at 10. Jordan Love didn't make the top 10, and I'm actually okay with that, despite how Cookies slanders me. Cookies builds him out like he's Andrew Maxwell. Yeah. I simply stand up for the guy going, listen, he's not too bad, but it's a prove-it year.
Right.
I just think Goff is capped out. I mean, he has it all. He plays indoors, he plays on the fast track, and he's got arguably the best supporting cast in the NFC. Mm-hmm. He's a nice player. I can win a Super Bowl with him. But I don't get hung up on the rankings because what am I supposed to do? I can't put him ahead of Justin Herbert. He doesn't have that guy's ability. I can't put him ahead of Josh Allen. I can't put him ahead of these people. I think he's just capped out. Look, I view Goff similarly to Purdy. I view him similarly to, like, Goff is a better version of Kirk Cousins back in the day.
I was about to say, careful, buddy, because you know what you're dancing that line. You know what you're about to say pretty soon.
What?
We're going to get the mobile golf people.
But I just said you can win a Super Bowl with him.
Right, but it's like because he's capped, because there's only so much he can do.
Because he has only so much ability.
Exactly.
I mean,
I'm with you on that. I'm just saying, just be careful because you're going to trigger we need a more mobile QB.
No, I don't mean that. I mean he look, and this is what I love too. You said this earlier. You can create stats. I just don't have to believe certain things. Like when you ask someone to explain certain stats, I know what Goff looks like when he has to move his feet, when he's under pressure. I don't want to hear about, well, he was actually highly efficient against the Boopaboo. And I'm like, cool, well, I watched the game and he looked like dog ass. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. But he's a really cerebral player. I do think he's a good leader. I never question his toughness. But I think 9 or 8 is just about as high as he could get. My one problem in this was the Dak Prescott inclusion at 6. I'm not taking Dak over Goff. I'm not. But outside of that, like, look, do I think Caleb will be ranked ahead of Jared next year? I do. Do I think Love might be ranked ahead of him? If you believe he's going to bounce back this year, yes. Those guys have nuclear ability. They were just given more in the God pile when it came to ability.
Right. Trevor Lawrence was another one who just missed the cut.
And he should. For all of his ability, every time I want to buy into Trevor Lawrence, he pulls a Homer Simpson. I can't do it with Trevor Lawrence.
You know what the one is? Like we were talking about what would it be like if Stafford played on this current Lions team?
Oh my God.
I've often wondered. And I
Cookies would be nude doing a show. Forget the disco.
Well, I know I'm in the minority for this, but I often wondered, what would Baker Mayfield look like if he played for this team? Like, would this team would he become that extra that they don't have? Because he's tough, he's grit. This town would embrace him.
Oh God. I don't see. Now you want to be provocative. I do not want to do this.
I'm here to 6, man.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Hey, Mike, what's your favorite up north play?
Let it play out. He was a lot more engaged on that one than Ward. Weird. All right. So, look, Baker was designed to play here. And there are times I think Baker is better than Goff. But I do have to recognize Baker has faltered late in the seasons. Baker has weapons.
Right.
Baker's a little more turnover prone.
Right. But his weapons were either really old or just fresh.
I know. Look,
from the nursery.
I love Baker. I'm the wrong guy to talk to because I have a bias. I just genuinely like the guy. So. But I'm not going to do. You're trying to stoke the fire over there.
Yeah,
that's just a general.
But here's the thing with Baker, with his toughness towards the end of the year,
he wears down.
That's what it is. And that's when you need to start winning and grinding those wins out, and he's going to be banged up a lot.
True. But because I think if he was with this team, he wouldn't have to do everything like he has to do in Tampa.
But I think he wants to do everything.
Ooh, good point.
okay.
This is
You
a
know
good
what?
point, counterpoint. You two should take it to 6.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Roman, 97.1. Roman, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How are y'all?
Good. What's on your mind, pal?
Well, came in to talk about the whole who's the worst guy in Detroit. I'd say Scooble. Honestly, personally, it's a beggars can't be choosers situation. He's selling the team he wants to buy. It's been 2 or 3 years. They've been trying to sell him. It seems like. I mean, we'd hope. But I don't fault the other two guys because I mean, Larkin's been here for over a decade. Hasn't been able to get anything. I mean, CBY doesn't know what he's doing, and then Jalen Duren. He's expecting NBA money because look at all these other contracts in the NBA and how bad they are.
Well, yeah, and look, as far as the Scooble thing, I you know where I stand, Roman. I'll believe it when I see it, if and when they trade him. Because here's what's going to happen now, okay? And this is why he's the number one most annoying. They're going to play the Angels this weekend. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
For sure. No, for sure. I mean, you're the one guy I truly agree with on the station saying that he should have been sold 3 years ago.
Well, if you were going to do it right, but here's the problem. They did sell at the deadline 2 years ago, and then a Disney movie happened. And I think it really altered where they thought they were as a franchise. Now, I give them full credit, Roman. They went after it. Do I agree with not trading Scooble at the winter meetings? No, I do not. I said that then. But I was willing to, I didn't want to be obtuse. When they decided to go all in, I said, okay, that's the Rico plan. I can understand it. Like I can look at both things being equally strategic. But as they sit here now I look at it and I go, they're 8-11 in his starts, or they're 8-11 in Valdez start. They're not a good team. But they beat the Angel. I don't care because it'll always come back to what you watched against Philly. That was playoff baseball. And what did they do? I don't care if they're going to beat the Angels or the Orioles or the Royals. To do what? That's empty calories.
No, you're right.
And it's going to be real annoying because then Scooble's going to be like, we're on a run. I want to buy. It's not going to stop.
No, I keep looking at the wild card standings and I still see you down second to the last. So
I know.
You can keep, we're only 5.5. Yeah, but look how many
it's the
teams are
same
ahead
principle. The Red Sox are no good, but they've rallied more furiously than you. I'd still sell if I'm the Red Sox. They're no good.
Do you live for the moment or you live for the future? That's where the Tigers will be, and they're going to not trade Scooble because I don't think Scott wants to be the bad guy.
Awesome. Great way to run a team.
Neither does Scooble. He doesn't want to be the bad guy either. He wants Detroit to love him forever.
Well, then you could have negotiated. All right. Hey, distracted driving's become an epidemic. Look around. We've all seen it. People drive like absolute clowns. Problem is you don't have life insurance. Your family's at risk. And look, you call Mike Prepare National Benefit Plans. I know it's an unpleasant conversation. Hey, Mike, let's talk about me being dead. I'd like to buy a product. The bottom line is you're trying to protect your family. And Mike's got over 30 years in the game. He will shop over 70 different life insurance carriers nationwide. He'll guarantee you the best possible rate. And you're going to deal direct. So call him, 877-734-2200, or on the web at nbphealth.com. Remember, National Benefit Plans would like to be your health and life insurance agency for a lifetime. Let's touch table on a little bit of football. David, what do you have? Also, these bells can be heard Sunday at the 11:30 a.m. Mass at Greater Life on Tireman.
So I'm going to go through 5 teams that could surprise you. And what I mean by surprise, I mean playoff contender in year 2026. Let's start with
So just not Super Bowl, but just playoff.
just
contender.
playoff
The
contender.
New York Football Giants.
Let's start with the Atlanta Falcons.
Damn it.
The Atlanta Falcons are in the NFC South, and a losing team won the NFC South. They were actually tied for first, just didn't make it because of tiebreakers. So can
I'm
the
leaving
Atlanta
this to
Falcons,
Rico. It's his quarterback, possibly. He's been a Michael Penix truther for years. Go ahead.
It's not just Michael Penix. The Atlanta Falcons have all the ingredients, but for some reason, every year they can't get it. Like for a while, their coach would get down to the goal line and take all the receivers and tight ends out of the game. We're just going to run the ball. Then you got Bijan. Nah, we're going to throw the ball instead of running. Like, I'm going to come up with the opposite of what people want. It's like, or you just take all of the talent that you have and maximize it, similar to what the Lions do. Make teams have to stop you instead of stopping yourself. So, yes, David, I will buy that once they realize they really can be a good team.
I'm going to sell. I just think Atlanta's problems are a little more simple. I mean, Rico's right, but dude, you either have a quarterback or you don't, and they haven't. The quarterback's been the limiting factor. Penix, is he going to be upright? Tua,
But Michael, I think Atlanta's a team that, because they have talent all around, if you just can play within yourself, you could take anybody and Sam Darnold it and just win games.
Okay.
Because you didn't go out there and try to throw for 400 yards.
So are you going to support your guy Penix won last year?
Yeah, I'll give it one last.
All right. This is the year.
This is the year.
He's turned into Scott Frost. All right, go ahead.
So I'm going to stick to a similar division, just the other conference.
The New
This
York
is-
Football Giants.
This is a team that I love going into this year. It's the Tennessee Titans. They are also in the AFC South. That can also be a scramble for that division right there. Improvement on the offensive side, coaching-wise. So can they surprise teams and be a playoff contender?
I'm buying them.
Really? Oh, Robert Saleh. I forgot.
No, it wasn't
Brian
even that.
Dable running the offense.
Well, no, it's that Brian Dable running the offense.
That's why you're buying.
Go ahead.
No, I think Ward's going to take that next step in year 2. He just didn't have much around him. He took his lumps, but he progressed near the end of the season. Yes, and they're in a division where I think that's my worst to first team. It's going to be the Titans.
That's what David's kind of asking us. Worst to first. But yeah, look, it's plausible. I don't know. I got to see a little more. Cam Ward, the pedigree, you were the number 1 overall pick. He showed some flashes. Maybe some professional coaching will help. And Carnell Tate, I mean, we've seen it. We've seen rookie receivers explode. Maybe that unlocks it. I'm not against it. I like this better than Atlanta. I just feel like Atlanta is severely limited because they got 2 quarterbacks in a wheelchair. So I'll buy this one.
Let's move over to the AFC
New York Football Giants.
West, and let's talk about the Las Vegas Raiders.
No.
Who, addition by subtraction, you get rid of Geno, you get rid of Pete Carroll, and you bring in Clint Kubiak and Mendoza.
No. I'm never going to pick a rookie QB. The offensive line is retooled. I don't know that it's better. Ashton Genty still has a lot to prove to live up to that stock. And I think it's going to take more than a year. I'll give them credit. They signed a lot of talent on defense. It should be markedly better, but that division is brutal with the Chiefs, the Bolts, the Broncos. Too tall a mountain to climb for me. Plus, your quarterback's a weirdo.
Mendoza?
Ned Flanders. Total weirdo.
Which one?
Mendoza.
Oh, God.
Hey, diddly-do,
I didn't know
neighbor.
if you meant Cousins or Mendoza.
They're both the same person. I think Cousins is Mendoza's dad. Just move it on.
Let's move over to another team here.
The New
in
York
the
Giants.
NFC South, the New Orleans Saints.
Bye.
You believe them more than the Falcons
Yeah,
for sure.
I
Yes.
do. Look, I know the quarterback is geriatric by draft pick standards, but Tyler Shuck came on. They played hard for Kellen Moore. They don't have the most talent in the world, but that division is soft. It's the opposite of what we just talked about with the AFC West. I'll buy it. I think it's interesting, and I think Kellen Moore really coached him up. I'll buy it.
He did. No. The Saints are the team of tryhards. They shouldn't be competitive. They shouldn't be in many games. They are the exact opposite of the Falcons, who I think has a surplus of talent, just don't know what to do with it. But I'm going to sell. I try hard can only take you so far, David.
And the fifth team on this list, I do not believe in because I do not believe in their quarterback.
The New York Giants.
It is the Minnesota Vikings.
First of all, I want to tell you this is hurtful.
Or
maybe they just believe on
maybe
them
they already
already.
believe.
Yeah, they don't have to even debate
I think
that.
the Vikings are going to be ball breakers, but I don't think they make the playoff. Division is too tough. They're going to keep someone from making it in this division, but I don't think they themselves will make it. But they've got like 9-8, 8-9 written all over.
Bro, your division is so wide open. I know you're kind of downplaying this. I can't say that, this team is going to win the NFC East. The Giants they got a 25% chance, Mike. I can make a case for the Commanders, for the Eagles, even for the Cowboys. Everything breaks right, and this is Dallas's year.
Thought David was going to help me out. Instead, he goes Vikings.
But the Vikings, David, yes, and I hearken back to Atlanta. Ton of talent. All you got to do is go out there and not throw interceptions, punt the ball if you have to, lean on that defense, and you can go far. Now you're in a tough division, but I think that with the defense that the Vikings play is enough to carry them into the playoffs.
So outside of the Giants, is there another team missing here? Maybe like the Bengals or the Colts?
I'm not saying the Giants are missing. It was just my feeling.
I
wanted something to grasp onto football-wise. I don't know. I mean, Malik Neighbors may not even play. Who knows?
Yeah,
he might be dead.
Yeah.
And the Bengals is just I'm kind of done with the Bengals. They're the Midwest version of the Chargers. Like, do something.
Chargers are going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Sure they are.
I believe in the Bolts.
Okay. You going to bring back Bobby Ross?
They have a defense. Their offensive line's going to be healthy. Amari and Hampton will have a huge second year. And this is the year Justin Herbert gets it right.
And Herbert, I need them to finally do something. I've heard how great they
Burrow
are.
went to a Super Bowl. My fear is it Dan Marino 2.0. You go as basically a rookie, and then you never sniff it again.
Maybe he should dye his hair red and win a Super Bowl.
That's
or
interesting.
Stop wearing assless chaps to Paris Fashion Week and be more serious about your football.
That is.
Let's just end it right there, David.
Your NFL Blitz 97.1.
Be serious about your football.
Brought to you by Guardian Alarm. Michigan Athletic Director Ward Manuel joined Sam Webb earlier and admitted he has had ongoing talks about his future, but wouldn't directly confirm a buyout that would come soon. Michigan insider John U. Bacon weighed in with WWJ's John Hewitt. Pistons coach J.B. Bickerstaff is expected to be named as a member of Team USA's coaching staff per Shams Charania. Jones OKC's Mark Daigneault.
Charania or Charania?
It's whatever you want. The MLB All-Star Game is tonight if you count Justin Verlander, who's one of two Legends picks this season. Why is it so funny? The Tigers have four. Is it Otto or Odo? The Tigers have 4 homegrown players in the game per Tony Paul. The last time that happened was 1987 when Morris, Trammell, Whitaker, and Noakes made it. Riley Green will bat 8th and play left field. Kevin McGonigal and Dylan Dingler will come off the bench. Tigers outfielder Jahmai Jones has been traded to the Red Sox for a player to be named later. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred spoke earlier about why the league wants a salary cap. Quote, the gap is $441 million. It defies human experience to ask a fan to think the bottom end of that gap has the same opportunity, end quote. At the Corwell Health Sports Desk, I'm Jeremy Otto.
Five o'clock. Good to have you with us. It's been a lively show. I know with FIFA's brilliance, I don't care about people in France. The game at 3 o'clock, but France going home. There's your favorite. See ya. Wow. Rico's bets on Mbappe shots and all that. No more.
Mike, I have a heartbreaking fact for you on France losing.
What's that?
I now cannot win my FIFA bracket tournament.
The fact that you have a FIFA bracket is heartbreaking. It affirms you are indeed a loser.
That's it for you, huh? Brackets are busted.
Yeah, I was holding on. I was in like the top 3, and now with France out of it,
You know what? I really hate asking this, but how many people are in this bracket?
Including me, 10.
Wow. A lot of losers. All right, so we've kind of run the gamut, including the quarterback ranking deal, where and it's not the media. It is NFL front office members, and we'll reset that. But can I just comment on something Otto just had here?
Yeah.
This is what I mean about Michigan media. So they had Johnny Porkfats in an interview with John Hewitt. And he says the first part where it's like, yeah, they spent $12 million on this law firm and this report, and it took 8 months, and there's no physical report. I find it hard to believe. No, John, they did it purposefully, and you know why. Right? All those little books you write, the little pamphlets or whatever, Edmund Fitzgerald or otherwise. John, there's no physical report because they don't want to get FOIA. And they can say it's attorney-client privilege. Mm-hmm. You call MoviePhone, press 2 for your scandal report. That can't be FOIA. Right. Why can't these people just say what's really happening?
But here's the funny thing, Mike. If you notice, a lot of people are starting to swing to the dark side.
A lot of swinging.
A lot of people are starting to...
More swinging than a Costa family cruise.
Minus the banana hammocks. But...
We're off the rails. Go ahead.
No. But a lot of national media are now all of a sudden starting to see the light. The things that we got made fun of.
I know.
Because, when we graduated, they're like, wait, so you don't have a copy of the report?
It's the most asinine thing. Well, it's brilliant. And it's, how about this?
I mean, think about this.
Equal parts brilliance and corruption. Equal.
I mean, this was like the ultimate topper. It went from... Okay, you have the biggest cheating scandal. And oh, wait, there's Matt Weiss. Oh, wait, now you got Sharon Moore. Now, wait, we're going to encapsulate all of this, but we're not going to tell anybody what actually happened. We're just going to leave it at that. Like,
yeah, and there's a reason.
But we got touted because I can't believe Ward Manuel. I gave Michigan the best 10
Well, hold on.
years.
So you heard this, I did.
Right.
You're doing God's work listening to that, but fine. What? There was an hour-long interview with him?
A little over an hour, yeah.
I'm not doing this as a topic. Give me the most interesting thing to come out of it.
Most interesting thing that came out of it is that Ward said, I've been fired a lot of times. And
A lot of times.
Not really. He doesn't see himself going anywhere. But then he also said, we've been negotiating a buyout for 6-7 months.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't mean anything.
Oh, it means lots
He
of
also
things.
said that right now it feels like for the first time he's being fought internally.
He's
That is-
setting the victim narrative.
Right. That is not coming from he's like, I'm used to the outside stuff, but right now it's coming from inside
Buddy,
the house.
let me tell you something. He's sitting on the holy grail of dirt. He knows where all the bodies are buried. This isn't a beach house. This is how many.
Yeah.
Fine. You know what? Here's where.
But then he's, I gave Michigan championships. I gave you the best 10 years of sports and
25 scandals.
And hey, I went out and found Dusty May. I got you Dusty May.
Everybody wanted Dusty May.
And I kept Indiana away from him. When they wanted him, I kept him away.
and you also left his contract unsigned so he could leave you for the Mavericks.
He said Dusty always wanted to go to the pros, and he was okay with it.
All right.
Just like Harbaugh.
All right. Again,
That's
I know
yeah.
you did God's work. I couldn't possibly.
Well, I wanted to hear if he would be candid about things. I wanted to hear if there would be follow-up questions because I swear to God, I felt like I was in the back of a classroom raising my hand saying, wait, you just glossed over a whole bunch of stuff. Well, there were some things that happened under your watch. Things? I got 24 right here. Let's just talk about your wife's car since you brought her up in there. But
the point I would make to just briefly, look, we talked about this yesterday. The idea that there's no physical report, it is brilliant, it's laughable, it's corrupt, it's insanity. This is my problem. Like the Detroit media, these people had a bigger hard-on for how much money Mel Tucker made, and they wanted to FOIA all of that. Where's that same energy for this? I think about if Georgia did this, or Alabama. Oh my God, the dirty SEC. They spent $12 million and the lawyers orally reported things. There's no copy.
You don't have to go to the SEC because every time somebody says, "Oh, it's no big deal," imagine if it were Ohio State.
Oh God.
If Ohio State spent $12 million and in the end,
there's no report.
There's no report.
Do you know how bad that? But again, this is the other reason there's no yelling, screaming. There's not even anger. We laughed our balls off yesterday on air. We played the Costanza voicemail. Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Can you imagine the Regents calling the number? Press 2 for weather. Press 3 for scandal report. The whole point is there's no accountability. There's no rules.
Press 3. Did the AD get fired? No and no.
It's like me when I'm calling for jury duty. Press 4 for your status. Press 5 for Ward's restaurant recommendations. Press 6 for scandal report. And you press 6. The phone hangs up. You have to laugh because sadly, nothing will happen. Because Fox is owned by Michigan. Petitti's a former Fox exec. He runs the Big Ten. The money's too big. Mm-hmm. And the NCAA cashed in their chips. Look at their report. Yeah. This is so bad. Everything's at the bottom of a lake, but kids and things.
Think about this.
I can't get mad about it.
No, but think about this, Mike. In the end, you'll hear all of this speculation about what's in the report, and nothing can be backed up.
Correct.
You could say, because I've heard all types of things. Well, Santa Ono, he knew. Ward, he knew. They told Sharon, don't do this.
Well, then you have the Chris Patridge and his lawsuit, which again, good luck, because now the report can't be a part of the evidence.
Right.
Can you imagine saying, we're going to turn over every stone, we're going to look around every corner, we're going to open every door, cutscene. We ain't writing anything down.
Right. At this point,
brilliant.
I would tell Chris, I'd tell Paige Shriver, cut your losses, fire your lawyers, whatever you got, that's all you're getting. Just go ahead, quit, take the L.
But no, that's it. There's your 4-minute conversation on it. I didn't realize it was an hour interview. But I don't care if people care. I'm not mad if you don't or do. It's not I don't care anymore.
Interview was loosely, but sure, we'll call it an interview. It got to a point where it was just softball.
Okay, but listen, I didn't hear it, so I'm not going to slander.
I'm not. I expected more.
But when I'm listening to Otto play John U. Bacon, John, just say the quiet part out loud. There's no report. It's by design. They probably paid more for the law firm not to write anything down. Hey, what's the pricing on this? Well, we have 2 pricing levels. If we don't do a report, it's $11 million. Okay. How much to add the report? Well, that's $10. We'll pay the $11 million. No report.
Okay, so $10, but we get a report. Mm-hmm. 11. If we pay $11 million, a lot of people are going to get angry, but
we can't get FOIA. And we just use Movie Phone to alert the regions.
That's a tough one.
This is a region calling the law firm. Press 3 for movie times. It's just, listen. So I don't want, and I know what's going to happen. When you do anything with Michigan and you're a Sparty or vice versa, you're never going to make everybody happy. For Spartans, please, guys, we're in the front lines of this crap for 3 years. You get put through hell doing it. And I can't get mad because nothing's going to happen.
No. The only validation you have is now people are starting to see what we have said. They're now saying how ridiculous this is.
How bad? You know what I do wonder? And I know I'll never get the answer. How bad did that report have to be for them not to produce a report?
I promise you. I don't know. Somebody had to fly in, or they flew there, and they gave it to them in a room and said, check your phones at the door. There will be no recording of this conversation. Believe me, you don't want publicly aired what we're about to tell you.
It's just, it's
the reason why every president goes in with darker hair and comes out with whiter hair.
That's a good call.
They left that meeting shaking. I need a cigarette. You don't smoke. I know. I need a cigarette.
We'll see what happens. What are they meeting Thursday? What are they, Mackinac Island or where the hell they are? Don't they have a regent meeting?
Traverse City.
What? It's all the same. It's up north. Who cares?
And
what's your favorite place up north?
None. And I've been to a couple nice ones, but it's not for me. I think it's overrated. Sorry, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings.
I just done that. I'm sorry.
And I'm trying, Mike. I'm almost tempted to put something on the board.
What?
I think Ward survives this.
Nah,
I
don't know. Look,
I'm going to take Ward to Spain. Nobody is going to see this coming.
Okay. All right. Warm weather's here. This is more than warm. This is ridiculous. But distracted drivers, including people flying up north to all their favorite places. You could rewind the morning show. They covered them all. Then a crash happens and the insurance company, they got a team. Do you? You got to call David Feminino, the accident response team. They're going to help you get your life back. And David's going to fight to get you what you deserve. Don't let the insurance company run the show. Call 855-65-CRASH, or you can just go to getdavidgetpaid.com. That's getdavidgetpaid.com. All right, David, a couple of the texts, please. Obviously, we talked about Goff. We talked about most annoying saga right now, Skubal, Duren, Larkin. There is a Larkin report. I'll give that to you momentarily. David, go ahead.
Real quick, though, Mike.
Okay, Rico first.
I forgot to tell you a quote, and thank you to Rieger for reminding me because Rieger was listening.
Not more of this.
Yeah. When you've been as successful as we have, it's impossible to not have a good culture.
Signed UNLV, 1990.
Yeah.
Signed SMU.
That was actually said today. So there you go. David, the floor is yours.
Daniel in Berkeley texted in and says the sad thing is that this won't get national attention like MSU scandals or any other school scandals. Michigan is always the darlings, never their fault, never to blame, always get off with face save.
Listen, it's no different than something like Amazon. I mean, it's too big to fail. And look, the cheating happened at the perfect time because it was this real moment where the networks went from being an outlet that would pay to broadcast games to essentially being a corporate partner. And it happened at a time where the Big Ten and the SEC destroyed the rest of college football. Now, Fox buying the Big Ten, they're run by Wolverine incels. Go look at their corporate structure. Then you factor in that Tony Petitti was a Fox TV executive. He runs the Big Ten. It actually was quite perfect. You know, timing is everything in life.
No, it is. And the fact that there's going to be no hard copy, Mike, as I say, you're going to get things that leak out. And, you know, we didn't know anything about Sharon Moore, but according to the law firm investigation, Ward told him a year ago, quit traveling with her.
Well, okay, the problem, my opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. What bothers me the most is what we call selective insider syndrome. And I'm not talking about Sharon's social life. I'm talking about these people who act like they know everything about the school when it's convenient, but then they choke on their tongues when something bad happens, like, oh, I had no idea. No, hold on. Ann Arbor's a small town. And if the coach is out there banging a side piece who happens to be on the staff, afterwards, you know what I don't need to hear? How much of a bad secret it was. Because where were you? Come on, man. You guys know the proclivities and what cereal a 17-year-old recruit likes. And you want to bloviate all year long. But then what? No, I know what you did. You did your duty. Because you're basically covering these college teams. It's the equivalent of like covering the Kremlin. Honestly. It's the same thing. That goes all the way back to Bo. I mean, look, Terry used to sit in that chair 15 years ago, and he'd say, dude, if you wanted to cover Michigan, it was Bo's way or you were off the beat. I mean, it's been that way forever. And again, that's that way in Tuscaloosa. It's that way in Athens. It's right. Not in East Lansing because MSU's a clown show. And let's face it, right. The Detroit media's been bought by U of M for decades. And rightfully so, because guess what?
No, that's where they get tough.
Oh, listen, our coach was having phone sex. At least Sharon was having real sex, and nobody says a thing. Honestly, you had Mel Tucker playing with his remote control. I mean, and that was like, please, ESPN camped out in our campus. This guy was trying to nail anything with two legs and a heartbeat, and it was the worst kept secret in the world. Nothing.
Man, at least best burst control playing with your remote control. I'll leave it at that. Go ahead, Dave.
Phenomenal. Here's the guy with 7 kids.
And now Heather with the news.
I'll just move on.
Hold on. Did you guys hear the Heather with the news reset today? It was unbelievable.
I did not.
So apparently Heather didn't bring it up in this particular news, but Cookies is like, hey guys, what about the Ward Manuel thing? And he has like a nuanced little 90-second take, and then there's silence. And I go, all right, John's going to talk. Oh, there's no physical report? Oh. Silence. And there's Heather with the news. I almost crashed. I go, that's the best you can do?
No report, never happened.
I mean, come on, at least just, you know what, if you're not going to sledgehammer the school you played for and you love, At least laugh about it. I mean, what are we doing here?
There's nothing to laugh at, Mike. No physical report. Never happened.
Yeah, you can laugh that it's equal part brilliant and corrupt. You can just say it. It's not a big deal.
Right, just lean into it and say, wow, they getting away with it again. They're doing what they need to do, right?
I laughed.
Right. It's like when you see the people like, wait, you took all of these people's money in this Ponzi scheme? Really? And they believed you? And they gave you millions? What did you say in order to gain their trust like that? All right. Got to tip my hat to you.
Here's Heather with the news. I'm sorry. David, go ahead.
I got text on the quarterback list.
Yeah.
From Terrence in Southfield. He texted in and says, Jared Goff is ranked too high. He's just a game manager with a lot of weapons around him.
All right, you know what we should do? Mm-hmm. And we're not going to be able to do it today due to time constraint. Before the season starts, be a good training camp one. I want to establish the tiers of quarterbacks in a different way. Because you have your superstars, but people throw around this game manager tag. God, I'd like to know what quarterbacks fall into the game manager pile and rank them. Because I would argue every quarterback is essentially a game manager at certain points in the game. You are, in fact, the only player who touches the football on every snap. But we use this game manager thing like an insult. Okay, so if you're not a superstar, you're a game manager. Okay. I know you're good enough to win a Super Bowl with a game manager. I just watched Sam Darnold do it. So my question would be, okay, who are the game managers and where do they rank? Because outside of 3 or 4 guys in this league, they're all game managers. Until you arrive at a point where quarterbacks are so bad they can't manage their existence.
You're exactly right, because I've always argued with people that Tom Brady was a game manager. He was the greatest game manager ever.
It's true.
But he was a game manager.
I mean, you're not wrong. He had complete authority over the offense. He made every right check, every right read. He was a coach on the field. He held his teammates accountable. And he was a hyper-accurate passer, but no, he couldn't move. He didn't.
Okay, but still, wouldn't he be considered a superstar?
But that's the hypocrisy in all of it.
What would be maybe we just do it tomorrow. Like, there's nothing going on.
I mean, it beats what's your favorite up North Beach.
I'm going to come up with some categories.
Oh, I'm partial to the road of trees. All right.
Do you is mobile QB a category?
I wonder what the patio looks like now.
Bro. I mean, they were playing in Cookie's whole damn vacation up there today, and I'm going, all right, well, I guess this is what it's going to be today.
There's a bear park or whatever.
Yeah. Hey, guys calling in. Listen, I grew up in Boopabooville. I highly recommend. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here?
It's my favorite cheeseburger up there.
Stop it right now. I can't repeat what I was just texted.
So what would you be actually be a part
David, real quick.
Yes.
I've received 2 texts now.
Uh-oh.
What did you call Tom Brady?
A game manager.
Okay.
A game manager.
Okay, better there. There were people heard a different.
I did not say it that way.
I'm just offering an early review of what you said. That's all.
It's like TJ. For Cowboys.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. I didn't.
We don't even.
And I'm not doing that. Nope. Let's just say he's not a fan of Deion Sanders' son, and we'll leave it there. Yeah. Yep.
That was a great day.
Yeah. Nope. That was us editing a blackjack ad for him. All right. What was he doing? It was like a blackjack tournament. We just were like, oh, we're not letting that go. David, go ahead.
One more on the quarterback here says, I need a pack of whatever Mike is smoking. Herbert over Goff? Ahead of him in what? Missing games?
Okay. No, guys, it's fine.
You know what?
Do whatever you got to do. I
think
just
we
telling
should
you.
have some fun with this.
The kid's got top 3, top 4 arm talent in the league. Last year, his whole offensive line fell apart, much like Goff's. They don't have the weapons you have. I'm giving him one more run because I truly believe he's one of the 5 most talented QBs in the league. And I also think they're going to the Super Bowl this year. So I will double down on the crack spoon. Somebody call Tony Bowles.
Go ahead, David. All right. Are you done, sir?
Up next, Jeremy Otto's interview with Larry Harrison. All right. Playing all the hits.
With or without
Okay,
pants?
you stop it right now. Stop it right now. You're very mean.
Okay.
Reed.
With a another
All right, come on.
side interview with Mozzie.
Stop.
Imagine Wi-Fi so intelligent it can heal itself when there's a problem.
My
Imagine reliable coverage in every corner of your home, whether you're streaming, gaming, working from home, or connecting all your smart devices. Enjoy Wi-Fi built for speed, powered by fiber. It's Wi-Fi that helps you make everything in your home work together, and with advanced security features, it's like a security blanket for your network, helping protect what matters most. Behind it all is a fiber-powered network delivering to 99.999% reliability, paired with our best equipment for the most reliable Wi-Fi experience. Plus, you even get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. And with the 5-year price lock guarantee, you can lock in 5 years of predictability. The same price with no contracts or commitments. Everything is included. That includes data, equipment, and the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
We'll get back to the phones. I know we got to touch the table here real quick. Hit the music, please. Now, this is going to be a source of some controversy.
Yes, sir.
People are going to be very upset here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think some people will, but you know what? Hey,
It's silly. Don't be mad.
it is what it is, and you just move on. But
Right.
a new list of top 10 quarterbacks have come
And this
out.
is from League Executive.
ESPN surveyed league execs, coaches, and scouts to help them rank the top 10 players. This is the quarterback position.
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys want to just go ahead and start guessing?
Well,
I'll give you the quarterback.
I know who's sitting at 9 and 10, so I would
Okay.
rather not do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
me neither, because
So-
I kind of know the list.
All right, so we'll
He just
we
called
will
you
go-
stupid.
He did.
Ah.
We'll go in the honorable mentions first.
Yeah, please. So this would be other names that people might want to move around.
Didn't make the cut, and I was shocked. Jalen Hurts.
Shouldn't. Had a dreadful year last year, possible personality conflict issues. I don't know if his legs worked, and he looked like he forgot how to throw a football. He was dreadful.
Okay, but here's where these lists lose me. Using your rationale with Jalen Hurts,
Yes, sir.
then tell me why Sam Darnold is on this list.
He shouldn't be.
Because, right, he actually had a great year, won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was a one-off. It's fake.
Well, he had 2 years where he
Agreed.
put up a lot of numbers.
No, you can put a meaningless. Hey, look, Sam Darnold is not one of the top 12 quarterbacks in football, period. He could win a Super Bowl again this year. He's not one of the top 12 quarterbacks in football. He's a soulless ginger idiot who got lucky. That's my story.
He put up stats. He won Super Bowl.
Fine.
Isn't that what a quarterback's supposed to do?
No.
No and no.
I'm being obstinate. Yeah, hi, I'm Steve. No and no.
Jaden Daniels did not make the list.
Had a dreadful year. Should not be a top 10 QB.
Jordan Love did not make the list.
I have no problem with it. Despite Jim Costa's slanderous morning program, I am not a Jordan Love apologist. I just, unlike Jim, I don't think he should be the worst quarterback in the league. This is a pooper get off the pot a year. Jordan Love either vaults into that top 6 or 7, or I'm done believing he's any good at all. It's right here.
And I take slander for this one. Brock Purdy did not take the list.
That makes total sense.
It does not.
He's just a hillbilly tractor driver.
Does not.
Now,
Man
look,
goes out there and does it with
I compare
nobody.
Brock Purdy a lot to Love. He's got to prove it now. The Niners are going to have a team around him. This is a chance for him to get in that top 10.
Well, here's why he should be, because he didn't have a team around him last year, and they still won. games.
Okay, ready? Wow.
Okay.
Either that or do radio at KNBR. What do you want from me?
Everything.
No, I don't like him. His face bothers me. All right, let's get to the top 10.
Thank you for telling the truth finally.
Get to the top. Brock Purdy, look at me.
Top 10. Caleb Williams.
I'm good with it. I know people here won't be, and I'm going to take slander. Number 1 pick, all the pedigree, all the ability, freakazoid athlete, year 1 with Ben Johnson. They go to the playoffs. The Iceman thing, put that to the side, made multiple clutch throws, and outside of the pocket right now, off-platform throws, creation towards the edge.
Very Brett Favre-esque.
It's him and Mahomes as the top 2 guys on the edge for me right now. And Mahomes, he don't even bother. He just checks it down. I'm good with Caleb at 10.
Caleb finished as high as 6 and as low as unranked.
That's what I find interesting with the execs voting here is the wide range.
Volatility.
There. From 6 to unranked, that's giant.
Well, and
That's
guess
huge.
what? He had volatility in his play.
Very
Completion
true.
percentage needs to be better.
Very true.
And there were certain games where you could say this guy doesn't look great.
You know what? We'll go to the VAR. I'll allow it. All right. At number 9, Jared Goff. Highest rank, 5. Lowest rank was unranked.
Yeah. And honestly, barring a huge year this year, I think he'll be unranked next year. Because a guy like Caleb's probably moving up. Because Jaden Daniels will probably bounce back. Because probably one of Purdy or Darnold rise up or Hurts bounces up. I think Jared's a good quarterback you can win a Super Bowl with, but he's capped. His numbers look pretty, but look at what's around him. I mean, my God. And then you saw last year towards the end, without an elite O-line, what does it look like? You lost to Bob Brosmer. So
Max, but yeah.
it don't matter. not going to play here anymore. I'm fine with Jared at 9, but I think that's a tenuous spot for him.
What I find interesting with this one is his last year's ranking was also 9. So you talk about peaking.
That's what I'm saying. He's
there.
basically as good as he's going to get. There's no world he's a top 5 QB. There's more than just numbers.
And that's what it is, because his numbers would tell you maybe higher because he was top in yards and all of that stuff. But it's more than that. You're right, Mike.
I could drop a lot of quarterbacks in here, and they could put up some sick numbers. You play indoors, you've had genius OCs, and you got superstars everywhere. I'm not taking a shot at him, but let's not act like he's doing what Rat Purdy does. Sorry?
I do agree that he has peaked at this point, I think, for the rest of his career, and obviously with the Lions. Now's the moment. Obviously, their window as a team is shrunken a little bit, and I will say about Goff, too, at least in my personal opinion, he gets around like a C- on the eye test sometimes, especially in bad moments, a la that Minnesota Vikings game.
Bob Brosmer, never forget.
Well, I will make your point with the next one, Mike. At number 8 is Drake May. New to the league, and he's already leapfrogged Jared Goff, coming in as high as 5, as low as unranked. He was not ranked last year.
Throws one of the 5 best deep balls in the league. Big, prototype size, mobile, smart. Didn't have a ton of talent around him offensively. I know the schedule was easy, but there's an offset too. He was a young QB. I'm good with it at 8, and I'll be surprised if he's not in the top 5 next year. He's tremendous. He's fabulous.
At number 7, Justin Herbert, as low as 5. I mean, as high as 5, as low as unranked.
Hey, start knocking on the bathroom door. How long you been in there? Huh? Make a deposit. Look, it's show or go. Herbert and Love are the Finkel is Einhorn. It's the same thing. It's now or never. And I believe Justin Herbert will deliver.
At number 6, Dak Prescott.
No, ridiculous.
As high as 3.
Ridiculous.
As low as unranked.
Erroneous on both counts.
He was unranked last year.
I'd have him unranked again. I can't do this. I can't.
He puts up a lot of stats.
I don't. Stop with the stat thing. That's how kids talk. No, I don't want him there. Leave it to these two. I'm out on the Dak business.
I'm also out. This may be the only way Jared could have moved up on the list. You just take Dak off, put Brock Purdy at 10, and then you slide up.
Also, god-awful soup commercials. That you got to knock him down
Does
a
he
peg.
still make those soup commercials?
Oh, they're terrible. Just terrible.
I don't mind Dak in the top 10. I just think at that point he would have to be number 10.
Like, would you take Dak over Caleb? I wouldn't.
No, not at all.
Okay, so right off the rip, we got a problem. It's faulty. I'm not taking Dak over Herbert. I'm not taking Dak over May. You want to make a case Dak over Goff? Maybe, but I still lean Goff.
Here we go.
Oh, that annoys me too. Only one that was worse was Cam.
What did Cam?
I'm not doing it. You'll turn it into a drop. Just keep it moving.
Okay. At number 5, this quarterback was ranked as high as 1, as low as unranked.
Lamar.
I give you Lamar.
Yeah, he'd be unranked in my world. I'm one of those executives. ESPN called
That's
me.
why I said that.
I have said everything I need to say about Lamar. I stand down and cede my time to the senator from San Bernardino.
Yeah, I think Lamar, what you get is what's going to be there. I think he's peaked. I don't see it. Yeah, I just,
Okay.
I love that. One executive said, David, go ahead. Lamar, thoughts?
Okay.
Another NFC scout responded with, nah.
Because I just need him to do it in the playoffs, man. You can't keep failing.
Well, guess what? Hooked on phonics worked for me. Learn how to read a defense, kid.
David, let's put a pin in that response that you just said, because we're going to bring that back. At number 4, Joe Burrow, as high as 1, as low as 6. He was 3 last year.
I think he's a victim of his environment. I think he's absolutely one of the 5 best QBs.
Assless chaps, too.
Well, he's got to stop with the fashion week and all the nonsense. Let's lock in and get going. But the O-line's been bad.
Very
the
pretty
defense has been worse. I'm fine with Burrow here. I think he's excellent. And he'll look great in a Jets uniform in 2027 when he demands a trade.
I hope he doesn't go there, but Mike, he summed it all up right there. He's just been a victim of the situation over there in Cincinnati. And did they clean the snow off the seats?
No, I mean, what a dirtbag organization. His problem, though, and I'll say this: if he gets dinged up again this year, you're going to have to drop him down the list. Availability's a skill. He's been a little bit brittle.
He gets dinged up this list. I don't see him even making the top 10.
Okay.
At number 3, finished as high as 1, as low as 5. He was 6 last year. Matthew Stafford.
I'd have him higher. I'd have him above Patrick Mahomes. I think he's played better football than Pat Mahomes for 2 straight seasons. Pat Mahomes turned into a check down Charlie. He's basically Joey Harrington with a big arm. I mean, Mahomes, and I understand, like the wide receiver play's not there, or you want. Matthew Stafford has been unbelievable the last 2 years.
Oh, yes.
I'd have him higher than Mahomes.
And he was at the royal wedding with Mahomes.
I see. I don't care about that. See, you just took it somewhere I didn't care about.
Yeah, Stafford should be number 1, and that's it. We're going to get Aaron Donald. We're going to win it all.
Okay.
All right. That was unnecessary. We'll keep it going.
At number 2 is Patrick Mahomes, as high as 1, as low as 9.
Great.
He was 1 last year. And at number 1 is Josh Allen, as high as 1, as low as 4.
I'd have Stafford
He can't
1.
win in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
again.
And right there,
there it
David,
is.
everything that you said about Lamar.
Yep.
It's funny. Like, you could say the same about Josh Allen.
He's still crying at the podium last I checked.
Because last year was my year for him. If you can't win it right now, there's nobody in the playoffs that knocked you out. Mahomes didn't make it. Lamar
but again,
didn't make it.
Here's the problem. Just like Burgess Meredith said in the movie Rocky, women, they weaken the legs. Yeah, he was too busy making a baby and getting married and doing all his things. Yeah, look, I got a celebrity girlfriend. Hey, playoffs. He was doing too much evolving, and he just didn't have the legs.
And there was Bo Nix. Hey, woman.
No, his leg fell off. There's a difference.
Hey, woman.
That was Clubber Lang.
Right, I'm saying Bo
Mr.
Nix,
T
right.
yelling, "Go get your woman, Balboa." Could you imagine Bo Nix yelling that at Josh Allen? Tremendous list. Dak Prescott's offensive.
That's your NFL top 10 quarterbacks, 97-1.
Reminder, Thursday, the Stony Wojo Invitational. You know the deal. All your favorite audio bits and nonsense condensed into one day. So we'll do it Thursday. David, some texts. Rieger is talking so loudly. I hear it through the glass and the door. Hold on. You know what? To hell with the text. Rieger, sit down. I want to ask this question. Today, Junior.
Yeah, what's up, pal?
Oh, my God. Have you always been this loud of a talker?
Yeah.
Was it this way as a child?
You know, it's weird. My daughter is so loud, too. Like, it's in the genes. You know, people talk about superheroes. Like, you have a memory that is perfect, right? You have the photographic memory. Do you not, Michael?
I don't think so. I think I have a good memory, but I don't think I have a photographic memory.
I think you remember stuff very well. I remember talking to your father about this, and he said a photographic memory. Everybody has a superhero trait. Mine is being very loud. It does nothing for me. I'm very loud, though. I think I'm the loudest.
But by definition, shouldn't a superhero trait be beneficial in some way?
I mean,
maybe. Like, do you think you can change the world with your voice?
Well, the only reason I was hired in radio is because
I know.
No, I think he's more like he's gonna make fun. He's like the useless X-Men. They have a mutation,
Thank you.
but it does nothing.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. You want to test this? Are you saying you can hear me through the glass?
Yes.
100%.
There's no way. Okay, fine. You know what? I'll go.
You know what?
Leave
Why
the
don't you
mics
go
on.
outside
I'll go right
and
now.
see if you can hear yourself
go
in
ahead.
here?
I'm going to turn my back so you can't see what I'm saying, and I'm going to yell a phrase, and you tell me what the
No,
phrase
just
is.
talk in your normal loud voice.
There's no way.
Rieger,
Go
Okay,
and
here.
talk. Go and recite something in
Somebody
your
lock
normal
the door.
voice. Let's see. As clear as can
I
be.
heard it. Watch this. I got it. Hey, ready? I remember when Mike used to like Michigan State.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
It's as clear as can be.
This is a soundproof studio.
That's pretty amazing.
No, it's
they did a bad job. It's not my fault.
No, you don't hear anybody else.
No,
It's
they
just
didn't
you.
do a bad
That's right.
job. You are, in fact, a
is
human
amazing.
megaphone.
And you weren't even yelling. You just told.
I'm going to go in this. There's no way you hear me through that.
We
though.
know whenever you step into the building,
Yeah.
we know.
Sirens go off.
I don't know how to feel about this.
We know when
Not
you're
good.
here.
I would say
we
not
know when
good.
Mojo's here. All of a sudden, it starts glowing in the hallway.
Well, yeah, because Wojo doesn't have a tan.
Well, I'm
you see his
purposely
legs
loud
and they
when I
blind
walk
you.
in. Hey, do you guys love the hell out of that home run derby? Oh boy, how about that?
It was fun.
I didn't watch
It's
any of
okay.
it.
I watched the very end.
Right. It was
It
exciting.
I do like the Philadelphia fans booing
Yes.
everybody else.
That made the pressure like, okay, they don't want you to win this thing. It's clear.
I felt bad for him,
And
but he
his
won
mom
it.
got upset. It's like, Dad was just like, F all of you. But
Yeah.
Mom was like, cheer for my son.
Yeah.
They're not.
I mean, it is
They did
lame.
not.
It's classic Philadelphia,
I'm
but
just
it's lame.
past it. It was boring. And by the way, I think Buster Only pointed out that there was like 300 less homers yesterday,
Oh,
with just the 15 and 20 swings.
so do they have to lower the mound again, or do something to make it easier?
I don't know. I like
to
Bryce
hit?
Harper's idea. Use
Yeah.
aluminum bats. That would be
I know,
amazing.
Whatever. We're not talking about the home run derby, are we?
It's useless. I don't. Who cares?
No. Yeah. What about the All-Star game tonight? Come on, Mike. You watched the All-Star
Bob,
game.
There's enough going on. I thought we had a very fast-paced, sports-driven show. You didn't hear us doing. Are you going to eat that, or what's your favorite up north beach, or whatever? I don't know.
What
what
is
to
your
th-
favorite up north beach?
Yeah.
Honestly, listen. I understand why people like it. It's just not for me.
And would you eat lettuce on a taco?
No,
today?
no. Right now, the
What would it
lettuce
take to eat
isn't the
lettuce?
lettuce the main culprit
Yes.
of the because I
It's got all the parasites in it.
You're going to be
Yeah.
a lunatic to order a salad.
Why
I
is
don't
it
know
always
that. Well, first of
produce?
all, you're a lunatic to go into someone's place of business and tell them that you're ordering a salad, but you're not going to eat it. I heard your little deal last
Yeah.
night.
Well,
That business owner had every right to be mad at you because
Yeah.
you're basically
Yeah.
casting an aspersion on them that they're dirty, and they're not.
My wife ate it. She's
So-
fine.
How's she doing?
No.
She's
You know
still
what?
in the bathroom?
How about this? Let's wait until this is all over before you pay up that ridiculous bet that you made me.
Oh, that's right. I do owe you a dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want
don't have to
want
get
a salad?
lettuce. You can
How about-
get
how about
whatever.
a nice Greek salad, Rico?
Team USA.
Hey, we have a new twist, a slightly different twist on one of the many topics making the rounds. Dylan Larkin. A twist.
What's the twist?
I'm not allowed to tease.
It's a great question thought of by Wojo.
I mean, I can't tease a little bit.
Okay, I'm not mad. First of all,
By the way, how about Petoskey?
Petoskey's nice. Harbor Springs is nice. Traverse City's nice. Torch Lake is nice.
What is
Mackinac
that?
Island.
No,
It's gorgeous this time of year.
you can keep that. The point I'm making is, if I'm going to drive 5 hours,
Yeah.
I'd rather just go to the airport. Like, it's just not for me.
Oh, but it's beautiful.
You elitist person.
It's not elitist. Oh, I'm sorry. Is going up north cheap? Because unless you come from a family that has property up there, have you looked at what places cost up there to stay at?
you
to
haven't.
rent?
Even the Airbnbs are insane.
So, respectfully, blow it out your ass with that noise.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure.
No, not me. I'm just,
No, but you get my point.
Right.
It's
Wait,
like,
Rico doesn't have a place up there?
I don't.
I'm sure Doug
Okay.
would invite all you guys to his place. Nice little weekend.
I'm busy.
Wojo would.
At the
All
Doug
right,
Harsh
we'll
place
talk
up
to
north.
everybody tomorrow. You get ready for
Wojo's
Thursday.
offering free labor.
Yes.
97.